Well, good morning, Mzansi. Listen, the joy is in the air, and we're feeling oh so good because it is Friday, baby.
Bring it on.
Yeah, we've made it, Ryle. We need to do one of these.
Definitely
Congratulations, well
I
done.
think it's officially the time for you, Mzansi, to do this. Take the following. A big deep breath, feel that life inside you, and it's time to celebrate another week that's been conquered and a beautiful weekend ahead. And so this morning, we're going to usher in something perfect for the occasion. We're in the company of two extraordinary creatives who continue to shape South Africa's cultural landscape in their very own unique ways.
I like this. You're not even ready for the comedy icon, Mark Lottering, that's coming on through. Now, he's been keeping the nation laughing for over 2 decades. I mean, I'm smiling right now thinking about it. And now his new solo show, Mark Eugene Lottering, the full government name, is once again proving why he's just comedy royalty.
Interesting. I'm so keen to hear more about Eugene, but also we've got alongside him welcoming Anwar McKay, who is a visionary director, theatre producer, and the author whose journey from the Cape Flats to the big stage is absolutely powerful. It's a story of grit, imagination, and lots of soul. Now, his latest book captures that spirit beautifully, and we get front row seats to unpack all the details.
Oh, man, love is in the air. I love to see it. Now, together, they join us on the couch to share laughter, love, and the creative journeys that continue to inspire audiences everywhere. It's going to be such a jam-packed show, full of entertainment and full of good vibes all around.
Absolutely, and there's another special person that's coming through, but I know you've got official duties to get
I
to,
do.
so I'll let you do that. But there's someone also returning to our studios, our old friend of ours, Mr. Ketse is in the building, and he has brought some funk, some vibe, and some gees with him. He's got some bars that he's hopefully delivering, and I'm ready to chow them all up. But of course, we're not going to be doing anything other than celebrating this Friday because it's a beautiful one. But before we do, Carissa is, of course, standing by with official duties. So let's roll them on and let the magic continue.
Well, thank you so much, Ryle. Just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into that first bit of news for this Friday morning. Now, we get started nationally, where City Power has temporarily suspended all prepaid meter conversions, and that's until the 27th of November, after some accounts were not accurately reflected on its system. Now, the suspension, effective from 27th August, does not affect existing prepaid or postpaid customers who can continue to purchase electricity normally. Our spokesperson Isaac Mangena says the pause allows the utility to strengthen systems, tighten controls, as well as ensure future conversions are accurate. Now, electricity supply remains stable while City Power works to safeguard the long-term sustainability of the city's network. In other news in the country, Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen says efforts to contain foot and mouth disease are being hampered by the movement of cattle during outbreaks. Now, at Reismiesbult near Ventersdorp, about 300 communal cattle are being vaccinated against 26 reported cases. Now, farmers warn that restrictions are hard to follow as selling or slaughtering livestock is vital for income. Now, while welcoming the vaccination program, they say it is negatively affecting livelihoods. Government continues to push for compliance while addressing financial challenges for small-scale farmers. Well, internationally speaking, at least 15 people, including 4 health workers, have died in a new Ebola outbreak, and that's in the Democratic Republic of Congo's Kasai province. Now, the outbreak began with a 34-year-old pregnant woman who died from multiple organ failure. Now, there are 28 suspected cases, with the Zaire strain identified. Officials urge strict hygiene and social distancing. Now, this is the 16th outbreak in the country, which faces poor health infrastructure and ongoing conflict. The World Health Organization is acting swiftly to halt the virus and protect communities. Meanwhile, a magnitude 6.2 earthquake struck southeastern Afghanistan yesterday, the 3rd tremor in the region since Sunday, when one of the country's deadliest quakes killed more than 2,200 people, mainly in Kunar province. Now, nearly 3,600 people were injured, 6,700 homes destroyed, and tens of thousands left homeless. Now, rescue workers report that 98% of buildings in some towns collapsed. The United Nations continues to rescue operations, but warns the death toll may rise further. Now, aid is constrained by funding cuts following U.S. sanctions against the Taliban over restrictive policies toward women. Let's end on a lighter note, though, and close off with this morning's entertainment news. It's tinged with sadness as the fashion world bids farewell to Giorgio Armani, who has passed away at the age of 91. Now, born in Piacenza, Italy in 1934, Armani left medical studies to follow design and in 1975 launched his own label that revolutionized global style. Now, he softened tailoring, introduced minimalist elegance, and also created the power suit that gave women fresh confidence in boardrooms while redefining menswear. Now, his designs definitely lit up Hollywood and red carpets, and his empire grew to hotels and lifestyle ventures. Armani's timeless vision, rooted in simplicity and also sophistication, leaves behind a legacy that will continue to inspire generations to come. Now that we ended on a fashion note, but from that to sports, let's get into the latest with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, inspiring all the way from the world of fashion to the field. And we're going to start on the rugby field now, where Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus named a settled side to face the All Blacks at Eden Park on Saturday, making 4 changes. Now, Eben Etzebeth, Sia Kolisi, Pieter-Steph du Toit and Willie Leroux return, with Jesse Creel retaining the captaincy. Now, the Boks chase a 5th straight win over New Zealand and their first Eden Park victory since 1937. And that's with the Freedom Cup at stake. We'll move to cricket next, and history is being made, and that by Matthew Breetzke, who struck 85 runs to become the first batter in ODI history to score 50+ in his first 5 innings as South Africa sealed a 5-run win over England at Lord's, taking the series 2-0. Now, the Proteas posted 330 runs for 8 wickets before restricting England to 325 for 9, with Senuran Mutasami holding his nerve in the final over. Well, from cricket, we move to cycling next, and Juan Ayuso claimed his 2nd stage victory of this year's Vuelta a España. And that was outsprinting fellow Spaniard Javier Romo on the 145-kilometer ride from Laredo to Los Corrales, and that was near Del Bolna. Now, Briac Roland was 3rd, and that was 13 seconds back. Despite finishing over 6 minutes adrift, though, Jonas Vingegaard still kept the red jersey. And riders now turn to the brutal Angliru climb to take place today, which is Friday. Well, finishing the sporting roundup, we move to football, and Euro 2024 champions Spain opened their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign with a commanding 3-0 win over Bulgaria in Sofia. Now, first off, strikes from Mikel Oyarzabal, Marc Cucurella, as well as Mikel Merino sealed the result, with Rodri and Dani Carvajal returning from long-term injuries. Now, teenager Yamin Lamal impressed again, with Jesus Rodriguez making his debut. And celebrated at that, and a lot to celebrate when it comes to sport, because Rugby is happening this weekend, and there's lots to discuss. But before we do, weather's up next, and Carissa has the latest.
Well, thank you to our nature boy. Let's touch base with the weather for the first time this morning. And listen, Mzansi, you're in for such a treat on Sunday night when a total lunar eclipse, or even blood moon as it's called, will light up the sky. Now, during the 82-minute total phase, the moon will glow a striking deep red as it passes through Earth's shadow. Now, the full event will last about 5 hours, with peak visibility just after 8 p.m. Now, the red color occurs because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, scattering blue light and allowing the red light to reach the moon. Meanwhile, the Weather Service has again warned of fire danger conditions in the Free State, Northern, Western and Eastern Cape, as well as KwaZulu-Natal. And that brings us all to the first sunrise view of this hour. And speaking about bloody red skies, let's have a look at what Pearly Beach is looking like this morning. Just about 2.5 hours outside of Cape Town is this gorgeous, gorgeous view sent through from Azalea. Wow, absolutely stunning. The reflection of the sun on all those beautiful clouds there, just reminding us that this weekend is definitely going to be one for the books. 18 degrees is what you can expect on your side in Pearly Beach if you're also from that area. And a reminder to you, wherever you find yourself this morning, that on 063 036 9649 is that number to send your pictures on through. Pearly Beach definitely set the bar. Let's see where else we can travel to. For now, though, let's get into your temperatures for this Friday. looking good. Apparently, this is like whale watching season, and that's one of the perfect places to do it.
Perfectly. Couldn't say it any better. It absolutely is that. So if you go all the way along the coast, whether you're in Pearly Beach, whether you go to Arniston, it doesn't matter where on the coast, you're going to have a magic time because South Africa is just darn beautiful.
It is.
We're proving that by all these sunrise views. I love
Every single day, every single time. Another reminder to send yours through. We'll touch base with that at 7 o'clock. For now, though, as we get into the first hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show, we definitely going to punch you with all the feel good because Mark Luttering is in the building. Very excited about that. A comedy giant is coming on through. And then, of course, we've got some entertainment for you.
Entertainment coming through with Kanyisa, our friend, our family, but the man's back and he's bringing some bars. You get to look forward to it in just a bit, so don't go anywhere. See you soon.
It's my Feel Good Show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We told you entertainment is coming fast and strong, and right now I got to tell you that the entertainment scene is absolutely sizzling. And we've got the scoop, all right? We've got you sorted because we're joined by Powerhouse, a woman of positivity to no end and, of course, a little bit of flair. Tamara Snow is joining us on our couch, whose voice has lit up South African airwaves for over 2 decades to break down the latest in entertainment news. Miss Tamara Snow, welcome back.
Hey, stop it. I like it.
You look
Keep it coming.
gorgeous. I will. I definitely will. But listen, the last time you were here, we were talking about a big moment for you, a big transition. You hung up your headphones for now.
Yeah.
In terms of the great drive on Good FM.
Yes.
And you've entered into other spaces in your career, including real estate. So how's it been? How have you been?
Friend, it has been busy, let me tell you. I have been busy predominantly at Riverlands in Observatory. Absolutely stunning apartment.
I've been seeing.
Can I tell you that the best part of my day is when I hand over the keys to somebody's new home. The way that they light up and just being a part of that moment, it touches my heart so much.
Oh my gosh, imagine being handed a key by tomorrow. So I'd be like, okay, I'm done. All the good luck on this house is going to be here. I'm good to go. That sounds so good, and I'm so glad you're glowing. You look happy.
Thank you.
And then also there's motherhood. My goodness. I'm loving that you're sharing your journey with Maverick as well, just letting us know that they're tough moments, but there's, of course, reward and joy in it as well. So are there any moments that were completely unexpected to you when entering into motherhood? Because you've been doing it for how long now?
Geez, he is 13 months now.
13 months.
Yeah, can you believe
it?
Thank you. I've survived. He's alive.
And thriving.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy, honestly. Look, I think that the one thing that people told me about but I didn't quite get was that I would love the way that I do now. I thought I knew how to love, sister. I clearly did not. When I saw this little boy, my heart just exploded, and it's been just such a profound experience, you know. It's changed me in so many ways.
Oh my gosh, and I'm sure reprioritized your life in so many ways too.
100%. My why is completely different.
Wow.
My fears don't matter as much as they did, because I look into this little boy's eyes and I'm like, hey, if he can do it, if he can crawl and then walk without fear, what am I doing?
Oh
you know?
my gosh. You know, they do say we got to approach life with childlike enthusiasm.
100%.
Be open, be ready.
Yes.
And I think that's what it's about.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay, let's get into some entertainment news. Thank you for sharing your journey as well. But let's touch base with another person's journey. It's all about Hungani Ndlovu. Now, of course, the last time we heard about him, he was experiencing a separation, a divorce with fellow actor Stephanie Ndlovu. But he came on Instagram to announce something incredible. It's the Hungani Ndlovu Foundation. And it is a bold initiative aimed at supporting development, but also men's mental health. So he came out with the logo, he came out with the mission statement as well, and he just said, listen, we are here to stay. This is a movement for youth development and also just helping men navigate life.
Yes.
It gets tough out there.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there is so much focus on women and our softer skills and developing that, and rightly so. There isn't enough, I think, focus on men's health and men's wellness. And that's something that over the last couple of years, people have stepped forward and started tackling and speaking about. So I think it's such a great initiative, honestly.
There's like almost no better time than now for him to really not only help himself, because I'm sure there's healing through that, but reach out and help others around him, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I feel like once you are vulnerable, other people are like, okay, maybe it's okay that I'm a little bit softer as a man.
Yes. You know what they say, when you're vulnerable, you give others the permission to be vulnerable as well. And there's power in that.
Oh, I love it. Shout out to you, Ngani, and we wish you all the best on your journey. Now to another incredible man in this space who is celebrating 23 years of sobriety. It's all about Kabelo, baby. Now he is, of course, a South African music icon and also Pastor Kabelo. And we know and love him. Kabelo Mabalane has really reached such a beautiful, monumental milestone. Imagine 23 years. He kind of swapped the TKZ years, being on the stage, lighting up the stages across South Africa, into going onto a spiritual journey, I would say. And now he pastors the nation. What a journey.
And you know what? I love that he has done it loud and proud in the spotlight, showing others that, listen, you got to let your light shine. You know, I absolutely love that.
I'm here for it. I'm just imagining the constant strength you need to continue on a journey of sobriety. And it's not just saying no to a glass of wine. Like, it's a lifestyle shift completely that you've got to embrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. So well done to you on 23 years. Here's to 23 more years to you, Kabelo. And closing off with a wonderful story from one mama to another. It's all about the funny chef who we are celebrating today, South African media personality and comedian Lebogang Tlhokane, famously known, of course, as the funny chef. She went on Instagram and just announced that she's expecting her first baby. And in true unconventional style, she said, let me wear a suit and let me put some black and white pictures out there. She is looking gorgeous. Do you remember those moments?
Oh my goodness, how could I not? I promise you, there is something so, again, profound about carrying life and growing life in you. It is the most beautiful experience. Don't get me wrong, there are tough times.
I can
That
imagine.
nausea, the fatigue, no fun. But overall, it's just such a gorgeous experience. And the last 2 years, if you look on
Yeah.
social media, all of the pregnancy announcements, it has been baby season.
I'm telling
Okay,
you,
I'm
I'm looking
there for it.
around, everybody around me is either pregnant or having a baby, and I'm like, what do I do? I should probably join the club at some point. You know, I'm married now, so.
Oh my goodness, sister, enjoy the honeymoon phase first, please.
Okay, let me do that. I'll take advice from my mama on the couch. But that wraps up local entertainment news. And listen, Tomorrow Snow ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep her here for as long as possible, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm right here.
Okay, good.
Let's do it.
And she's going to stay on this couch in just a bit. We'll touch base with them.
Yeah, this is getting exciting. Thank you so much, Tamara. You can stay because you are an inspiration. You have now ushered in the next step in Chris's journey in starting a family. So thank you for that. And maybe this is what you need when you are starting your family, because Mzansi, you want to win big. We don't want you to miss out on playing Powerball and Powerball Plus for a life-changing 103 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots, all happening today, this Friday. So the question really is, what on earth are you waiting for? You've got to play Powerball for the guaranteed 50 million rand, and then there's Powerball Plus for a guaranteed 53 million rand, all happening today. So what you got to do is buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. We've got the mobile app. You can also use cell phone banking or simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. Now, we made this so easy for you that we put these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can literally go check it out right now, and that will put you in the running to win big if you play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 103 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots today. Listen, you stand a chance to win big, but only if you play now. So, with that being said, we got all the chaos and excitement because someone just stepped in the building. We're talking about none other than Mr. Eugene, Mark Eugene Lottering. Yes, full government name is here. I don't know if he knows that he's here yet or if he's even on the camera, but we'll have a conversation with him and remind him that we're on live TV. So no shenanigans. Mark, okay, you promised, right? I can't promise anything's going to be kosher, though, so you get to stick around for all of it and literally don't go anywhere. The funny shall continue.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
It's my feel good show.
Hey ho, what do you know? It's your feel-good breakfast show, baby, and it's Friday. Clearly, the energy is hot. And this is why we're going to start a conversation with you, because we've got a whole lot of famous people, somewhat famous, you can get to decide later. But we've got Mark Lottering and Anwar McKay joining us in the studio. And we've got some burning questions, and I know you do too. So what do you want to ask them? If you have any questions, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be the craziest thing you know. Come through and ask, because today is the day where we get answers. The number's 063 036 9649. You can have a voice note, you can send a picture, or you can do something crazy. It doesn't matter, but they're here for your entertainment.
Can I say the crazier the better?
Yes.
We welcome and would prefer that. If it's still dangerous, we would also love to see it. Mark said he's ready. He said he's open. He wants to answer all questions. He's getting honest right now with us because his new comedy show has got his full government name, which means that you are bearing it all, Mark. Am I right?
And can we do, we haven't done this officially, so can we welcome Mark Eugene Lottering to the studio? Very first time?
Hey.
Wow.
Sure. Well, it's great to be talking to you. I'm getting a spirit of marital spirit here,
Yes.
like lots of wedding
We're passing
energy.
it on. We're
A lot of
Instead
love
of
here.
Some people feeling married already, other people feeling like they're getting
Oh, you
married.
noticed the ring.
But it's not my place, because not all of us have been invited to these nuptials. So
Question number one.
Where were we?
let's get back to why
It's
we're here.
about you, listen. And Mark, you are busy. Never mind us. You're doing the
Yes.
most. You're posting online now, I see. So you've joined the social media wave. So well done on that. Hustling, everything else. You just couldn't make it here on time, though. But we'll forgive you for that.
Wow, you had to slide that in.
Exposure.
From someone who publicly walks into glass doors. You want to worry about me being a few minutes late. At least I could see where I was going. Fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Well
No
played.
speedo.
Yeah.
Also magazine covers. No, listen, the man is doing the things.
Oh, though, man.
It's been a good time. I feel that you know, all the years I've been listening to people say, when you get older, you really get into your skin.
Yeah.
And you find your groove, you know what to say no thank you to, because I think in the beginning of our careers, we say yes to everything because we want to be out there and we go, it's the right thing to do. And then you're not comfortable when you get there. And you get to a stage in your life where you go, only when I leave home, I really want to be happy in my car. I want to look forward to where I'm going. I want to live in truth. So it becomes a cliche when someone's just telling you that. And now when I've come to this wonderful stage of my life, I decided, and I was telling somebody yesterday, because I do all these characters in my comedy, but I'm quite happy now being stripped down, just being with a microphone and telling my story. And I don't think I was ready before. So in Mark Eugene Lottering, there's the stand-up comedy tour that we've been doing, the national one. Sorry, you asked the phenomenal one. The one that's been getting standing ovations all over the country.
It's
Is
Get
that
It
the
Right.
one you're
I
talking
think
about?
it's that one.
That's the one that I've already received an award for.
The award-winning
You guys
one.
need to
This
stop that.
one.
You need to stop that. It's not about that. So the show has been winning awards, and it's because I speak about where I come from. I speak about my heritage. I've not spoken about that before because I didn't know.
Sure.
So there are some great revelations there from the mother side of the family, the father side of the family. I speak about the fact that I was engaged to be married to a woman. That chapter of my life as well, which I've never spoken about before, because you also want to, when you tell these stories, you want to treat it with care, because you also want to be protective of people who've been in your life and who are in your life. And I think only at this stage of my life was I able to understand how I could speak about these things and talk about my life currently. So, and that's why it's called Mark Eugene Lottering, because it's full government name.
Yes.
And there's nothing better, and I can tell you with this, I made reference earlier to the fact of when you leave home, you want to leave home with a gees. You want to look forward to it. And with this particular show, which I hear you ask, when does it happen, Mark? The Baxter Studio Theatre from the 23rd of September, a very short run until the 11th of October. Stop it, web tickets.
Stop reading our minds. Stop that now. Get out my head.
You didn't say how much tickets are. What's
we
going
don't
to get
talk
me in a
about
seat?
money.
Oh, my, sorry.
No, we do this for love.
Of course.
But the cheapest
Exposure.
show in town with the best-looking comedian. so the season culminates at the Baxter Theatre, which is my second home in Cape Town. And it's me with a microphone, and I've been having a phenomenal time with the show. And the wonderful thing about the show is that it actually ties in with Anwar's book, and he's here to speak about that later.
Exactly.
And so I think the whole industry I'm finding is heading into a season, and I don't know if you're finding that with your lives, where people are going more towards just truth.
Yes, real, authentic.
People are
They're
moving
looking
towards
for it.
authenticity.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it in books, I'm seeing it in film, I'm seeing it in everything. And I love the fact that we are all there, because I think we get tired of, you know, the fakeness of it all, especially the
Agreed.
industry that we're in. Because when you're there, what are you really doing?
Beyond the smoke and mirrors, what is it about, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, speaking about my man, Anwar,
Yes.
we got to get into it because he's also been the producer and director for several of your shows.
He has
First of all,
been.
how has that working relationship been going? And how are you guys still standing to this day? And then also, you actually his +1 today.
I've been very annoyed because since the book has been released, we received 2 emails last week. Anwar's been invited to events, right? And I managed to look at the laptop because I saw him, and then I said to him, "We'd be honoured to have you." They used the word "honoured." That stuck in my brain. I was like, I didn't see that word in my emails for a long time. You know, because it's just Mark. You know, it's Mark. I don't know. We'd be honoured to have you, and you can bring along a +1.
Yo.
I had to go to the other room to talk to Jesus. 'Cause I was like,
Look at this.
yo.
I'm not okay, you say. Left, right, and
Oh, there it is.
centre. Was
There
not
it
on your
is.
vision board.
It wasn't on my vision board. So I posted that because that's how I really felt. And I feel that with real posts, again, coming to authenticity,
Yeah.
it gets the most reason. Some people can feel
Yes.
if you're making things up or whether that actually really happened to you.
Right.
And people just know. I don't know how they know, but they know. And they felt that actually really just happened. So some people saw it as, okay, it's coming from Mark, and they laughed along with me.
Yeah.
Other people, Anma's fans, were like, sit down.
Oh,
Sit down.
down.
Hey, allow other people to shine.
It's Anwar's time now.
I'm not your girl. Hello, comedian. Make jokes.
Award winning.
Relax. so I'm celebrating with Anwar. He's the book, and he'll talk about that later, has had phenomenal feedback. And so we're celebrating together. It really is a good season. It's a good season.
I can see it on you.
And I like this new version of you. It seems like with this coming of age, we become wiser. We're seeing through the smoke and mirrors.
Yes.
And really connecting with audience. Is this something that you have an intention of? It's beyond laughter. Are you trying to make more of an impact now that you've seen the light?
I think it comes to one naturally. I think if you're living consciously, you have to grow. Because you will sit down and tell yourself, okay, I'm here today. Thank you to the creator for bringing me to this place. You could say thank you to the creator for bringing you onto the set, for being here. I'm here and but we can't be stagnant. I believe if you're stagnant, there is a problem. My favorite quote is not from a judge called Judge Judy, but I know that she took it from somebody else. I'm the only one in my circle who quotes Judge Judy, by
I
the
love
way.
this.
Maybe in Cape
people
Town
are
or-
quoting-
No, she's brilliant.
No, she runs my life.
Yeah.
She has a lot of truths. And she says, are you really living if you don't feel a little pee run down your leg? You must feel a little pee.
That's the standard.
Do you know what I mean? You must feel a little pee. You must get a bitchy nervous about something. Hey, am I doing the right thing? Was I right to leave that behind? I was so comfortable there. There's the dangerous word. You know, when you are comfortable, it means you've made your impact. There are other bigger things for you to do now because that was getting you ready for the next thing. And it's not really your choice if you're mindful and you're conscious. You just feel you've got to go. And you'll know you're doing the right things when you feel the perfect peace around you. Chaos is not a liquor thing. You know, when there's chaos, get out of it.
Oh my gosh, what a
Who
note.
is the Zen Mark lottery we
I'm
just
here
found on the
for
couch?
it.
What's going
I'm so
on?
happy you guys are getting me sober today.
Day one of this journey is incredible, and we're going to keep it going.
Beautiful stuff, Mark Lottery. We love you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you're getting your flowers right now. And we'll continue singing your praises and then also your man's praises.
Yeah.
In a bit, we, of course, celebrate Anwar and all the glory that's coming his way. We're going to take the quickest break and we'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, sometimes welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got someone in the studio that's going to make us feel good for sure because he's back and I can never be more excited. Kanyisa Ketse. This is the name and the force in music and media right now, and he's the voice behind Rhythm and Dayan with a brand new music out, and I think movement that's shaking up SA hip-hop. But before we even talk to the lad, let's take a sneak peek at his talent because it's good.
You know you're the girl of my dreams, ndivukenge kucinga. I'm telling you now, ndifuna ungathinqa. Eli khaya lishota ngebhinqa. And it's you smart, you streetwise too, kwelinye izinga. You'll be blessed, uyeke nothimla. Unenwele ngathi usuke eshimla. Sabaweli xa bebona thina. Nansi inhliziyo yami ungayigcina. Vula ifonte let's share over dinner. Ke ndibukele nawe nosina. Ndifuna wena and you're in between. Ayo cap, know that they cheat and I'll never do that. Heart on my sleeve, catchile le chef. Kisutsiki, iphekile le chef. Catch me.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome back, Mr. Ketse! Yeah! The crowd goes, bro, how are you doing, man?
My guy, you
I
know
missed you.
First of all,
Yeah?
Rhythm and Gyan. The Gyans are going to be upset about
Okay. I'm going to do that justice.
Yeah, Rhythm and Gyan.
Rhythm and Byan.
Yes,
Jan.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the one, that's the
Now that we got that sorted, let's get you sorted. And back on the Expresso couch once again. How are you feeling, bro, being back here?
Bro, I'm so excited.
Yeah?
Like seeing familiar faces, seeing everyone behind the scenes. It's so exciting. Lucian giving me back again. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to be back, man.
And a weird return because obviously doing completely different work before and now you're back sharing your passion, doing something that clearly you love, clearly seems so easy and so natural. I'm like, why were you never doing this before?
Yeah, man, I'm a creative at heart, right? Like even when I first started, like with Cordova specifically, because it wasn't Expresso necessarily. It started with Cordova, and I mean everybody knows, you know. Mama P is out checking opportunities.
Talent factory,
She's out
bro,
here, yeah, dishing out. Like I mean, so many great people actually come from this place. But yeah, but then, you know, watching behind the scenes and just knowing, growing up, what I wanted to do and my dreams, I started to learn. I started watching, I started looking at things, and then, yeah, and then now I'm here.
Putting the puzzle pieces
Yeah,
together.
putting the puzzle, you know me.
Bro, but
man.
look, it's a fine upgrade from what I used to see you videoing in that car park outside your house to where you're at now. We've come a long way, bro. Listen, talk to me about new music. And I was listening to a lot of your music online. Incredible, bro. I didn't know how much you've actually put out. So you've been putting out incredible energy. Ndicela ube nam.
Yeah.
Did I get that one right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, look at me with the claps on me. Make it
Talk to me
difficult for
about
you.
this, bro. What inspired the song? What does it mean? And is there a message behind it?
Hey man, yes, first of all. Yeah, so Ngulube Nam is basically, it's a plead for love, right? It's please be mine. The direct translation is please be mine. And it just came to me at a time where I needed to put something in words that I really couldn't. So I just put it in the music because I couldn't necessarily talk to this person.
Okay.
Hope she's watching.
But
But yeah, I just wrote the song.
how are you doing that? How's that process occur for you? Because everybody has a different sort of system. Some people just get divine intervention, spit it out, record it on a voice note, writing like poetry. How are you expressing? How are you articulating?
Yeah, man, my writing is like my diary sessions, right?
Okay.
So doesn't matter what I'm doing, anything can trigger it. I could be watching TV, like maybe Game of Thrones, and then I see something fire, right?
Okay,
I start
and then
rap-
sparks
Yeah, and then I
the-
start rapping about Vega. or if maybe I'm in my feelings, right? I'll put it down, and then that's how actually the TikTok started, like the freestyle stuff. I was literally laying down, started doing like a quick freestyle, literally playing around. It hit 60K views like within the hour, and then I was like,
But the way you're doing it, it's effortless, man. It seems like it's just rolling off the tongue. It's like velvet, man. You're spitting something silky and smooth. Before we go, because we often get some entertainment for you, talk to me about how you describe the sound and what we can look forward to in your music. Because it's more than this is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
R&B, this is rhythm, this is soul mixed up into something special. How would you describe it, man?
yeah, man, rhythm and gyan in simple words is grown music, right? So I listen to a lot of like old school music, and then I also listen to a lot of Drake, right? So I try to make music that I want to hear. So I make music for myself, and then I share it with the world, and then it just seems like people are enjoying it as much
And
as
they
I am.
resonate with you.
Exactly,
You're finding your
yeah,
people,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
giving us what we want. And I can't thank you enough, man, because we're not just going to wrap this conversation, but we're going to be rapping all the way through because Kanisa Ketse is going nowhere. Man's back, and we're celebrating all his talent and the new era of the man himself. Before we do that, though, let's carry on with some good conversations.
I'm telling you right now, you're not even ready for the music that's about to come your way. So as we build up to it, let's get into some more entertainment. And I've got a question for you, because what happens when your last day on the job turns into the most chaotic shift of your life? I have a feeling tomorrow Snow knows a little bit more about this, and that's how we have her on the couch, along with our film reviewer, Zoe Human. But that's the dilemma at the center of Code 3, which is a high-octane buddy comedy that puts paramedics front and center for once. Now, it's got brilliant actors Rainn Wilson, Amy Carrero, and Lil Ray Howery leading the chaos. Now, let's take out a trailer before we find out how many stars Zoe gives it.
42, respond emergent to psychiatric patient.
$20 and he's gonna be butt ass naked.
There you have it. It's a draw. Shirt, no pants. That's like Winnie the Pooh. Mike, you gonna let me drive today?
No. I will. You healed.
I should mention at this point that you're all going to die. Heart attack, car accident, fork in the toaster, or peanut allergy.
Drowning's the worst way to go.
Best way to die? Decapitation.
You guys ever see anyone choke to death?
All we want to do is save your life. Some of you don't make it easy.
Get out of my house! I know you can run that fast.
Most people on this job can't last a year. They can't hack it.
Take my dollar, you mother...
You are senior, you get the student.
No.
Is there another paramedic I should put them with? Somebody better than you?
Nobody's better than me.
Let's hit it.
Why are you here?
Because I want to save lives. You have people's lives in your hands. How can you not care?
I'm burning out. The whole system is broken. I need the hell out of EMS. I'm quitting. That's it. I'm out of here.
Please don't go out like this.
You gonna miss me? We're just co-workers, man. You act like I'm like your best friend. Damn it, I'm his best friend. Can you feel the...
I got into EMS because I really wanted to help people.
Officers, we've got this totally under control.
But this is a job.
Oh, come on, come on.
You clock in, clock out.
I don't think you really believe that.
Can you feel the... President of the United States! Mr. President, the Secret Service, man. We're here to evacuate you and take you to the White House.
What about the First Lady and the Vice President? We're gonna send a second chopper.
Oh, it looks so good. All about that Code 3, which we have Tamara as well as Zoe here to talk about. Zoe, you've seen it. Tamara and I have not. So we've got the questions and we definitely...
I have the answers.
You have the answers. All right. So what is this movie actually about and who is it for?
Okay, so Code 3, if you know what a Code 3 is, it's basically an emergency that needs your urgent attention. And for Rainn Wilson's character, who you might remember from The Office as Dwight Schrute, his emergency is his life. He has worked so hard, he's burnt himself out in this career that really doesn't get much thanks because, I mean, if you're in an emergency, they're thanking the doctors, they're not thanking the middleman who just needs to have the job of keeping you alive. And it really explores his last day of work in the most funny of ways, but also really heartfelt of ways. And this is not a movie for kids, this is a movie for adults. And I think if you're burnt out and feeling that life has given you a little bit too hard cards, then this is definitely a movie for you.
Oh my gosh, and it looks brilliant. Sign me up. But Tamara, you experienced a last day on the job. Maybe not from burnout or not a lot of chaos, but how was that shift for you?
Listen, friend, it took me by surprise how emotional that shift was for me. It also made me look at, in a lot of detail, the last 10, 20 years in radio, in the industry. It made me reevaluate. I was like, am I making the right choice actually now that I'm here? Which I see it's something that this character is going to grapple with. So it does sound like this plot is something that is relatable. I think many of us have been in a job or doing a hobby and it just begins to feel like work and we forget about the sparkle that got us there in the first place.
I agree. The fun and also, like you were saying earlier, the why, which it feels like Rainn Wilson is looking for in this as well.
For him as well, it's definitely a thing of, I need to step out of this to appreciate what it is.
What it is. Oh my gosh, that is a word in and of itself. But speaking about Rainn Wilson and the other characters, I mean, how was the chemistry in the film? It looked brilliant from the trailer. Did it work for you?
I think it translates into the film as well. Lil Ray Howard, you might know him from Get Out. He's hilarious. I think
so funny.
Get Out's not a comedy at all, but he always brings the humor to any role he takes on. And I don't know if I ever thought that I'd see these two comedy geniuses together, but pairing them together, it's been such a trip. And Amy Carrera's character, she comes in as this newbie paramedic who wants to learn and wants to grow, and they're just like, don't do it. Get out. Get out. So it's a beautiful combination of characters and one I think a lot of people will relate to.
I love that. Okay, so we've seen the funny, we've seen the chaos. Is there any journey of emotion that you go on as well?
Guys.
Is there shade and lights?
Guys, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I think you're laughing so much in this movie that when it gets to those moments and you will get to those moments where you're like, oh my goodness, this is real. This is real life. Because I think a lot of us use humor to cope with our situation.
South Africa.
100%. And then you get confronted with the raw reality of what is going on in the world and the space of healthcare and what people face on the daily. And you're like, oh, okay. There are moments in this movie that you're going to sit with for a long time afterwards.
Stunning. Is it something that you would watch tomorrow?
100%.
Yeah.
Friend, I love to laugh because things can feel so serious in life sometimes. So I'm looking forward to this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a date. We're all going. You're going to watch it again with us, Zoe. We're going to be there and all wear green as well. I saw y'all didn't give me the memo, okay?
This is your Springboks. If you're not in the memo, ask Kisi.
Okay. It's not, I don't dress myself, y'all. But I have to ask you, how many maybe paramedic badges, cop badges does this get? Little whoop whoop. Whoop. That's the sound of the ambulance.
That was 4 whoop whoops.
4 whoop whoops out of 5. That's brilliant, Zoe.
I think it's a good movie, and I think it's a very light movie. Don't come into it with too much expectations. But if you want a good time at the cinema, this is one to watch.
I'm telling you, get your butt in those cinemas ASAP and make sure that you check it out. Zoe gave it a raving review. Tamara and I are definitely seeing it, and I need you to also watch it very soon. Whether you're there for the laughs or the emotion, either way, it's just as relatable.
Yay.
Absolutely relatable and definitely looking forward to that one. Code 3 is going to be a hit, especially if you are feeling a little bit burned out. I think a lot of us can relate. And many of us can also relate to another incredible man that's joined us in the studio. We've spoken about Mark. Now Anwar is here, the head of his incredible book release, which we're going to be discussing in a bit. We're going to have some laughs, some incredible moments, and probably some sentimental ones at that too. And also, Yeah, there he is. Yes, he's arrived. And there's the book too. Man's looking absolutely dapper, ready to go. And we're going to have that conversation like I promised you, Mzansi. So obviously, don't go anywhere. The inspiration continues right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show opening up on S3. And here's a reminder, this weekend is huge. Yes, we've got a massive weekend of rugby ahead. Firstly, the Springbok women face France in a World Cup pool decider with quarterfinals already secured and bagged. And all while, yes, we're celebrating that, and all while Rassie Erasmus and the Boks head into their biggest game of the year, taking place at Eden Park against the All Blacks. So we had to bring in a very unique panel for this one. We're joined by Zoe Human, False Bay women's rugby player and rugby MC, along with Adrian Endley, our sports presenter at Good Hope FM, as we look ahead to the Boks Eden Park Challenge and the Springbok Women's World Cup showdown with France, and unpack what does this all mean for South African rugby? Guys, good morning. How's it going?
Good morning.
I don't have any green on. I just realized this is shocking. But I've got the gold.
We squint.
We can kind of call it gold. So we've got the green and the gold.
I like that.
But we've got a big match ahead of us. Let's start with the gents. Obviously, Eden Park. Rassie said that our team's going to need to believe in those big moments and those big deciding moments, because that's what it's going to come down to. Do both of you resonate with what he's saying? And do you think that we've got what it takes to actually claim this game? I see you thinking there. This is going to be a tough one. The gravitas is huge.
They have a 50 winning streak at Eden Park right now, but they also have lost, just that they came out of from Argentina. But we are also flawed. We had our loss against Australia, and I think there's a lot of build-up around it. Do I think we can do it? I definitely think we can.
I think if you look at our recent form against New Zealand, especially, I mean, we've won the last 4 games. One of them being a World Cup final.
Yes.
So clearly we have the mentality against them. But Eden Park presents a whole different challenge. We haven't won there since, what was it?
1937 or something crazy.
1937 was the last time we won. New Zealand haven't lost since 1994.
That was the
against
one.
anyone.
Yeah,
there.
against anybody.
So if anyone's going to break, it can be us. But I'll be very honest. This is not very South African of me. I'm not very confident.
I think you are honest, and I think you're sharing the honesty of many South Africans right now, because we are intimidated about going into a challenge like this, especially after what's been going down with Australia. It wasn't the dominance we expected, but it looks like this team has the most experience. Peter Steph's back, Villy's back, we got all the big guns, Sia's back as well. So when it comes to highlighting things like scrum time, breakdowns, that's where I think the difference is going to be. With the experience we bring in back here, surely this could be a moment where we create the history, if there was ever a time.
Listen, if we look at the All Blacks right now, their scrum halves, they're being obliterated. I think 4 out of their 5 scrum halves are out of this game.
Yeah, that's true.
So Finlay Christie, he's the one selected in this half, and I think he is not their best. A lot of people are saying, call back Aaron Smith, we need to get the boy in. And I think that is going to be their downfall. This game, I think, is going to come down to who makes the most out of penalties and who gets the least.
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting as well is in our breakdowns, that's been a big focus of the last 2 matches against Australia. Obviously, the first one, especially the second half, terrible. That's what led to that big loss. It was improved in the last match against Australia. This is going to be a different challenge completely. And I think you're hitting the nail on the head there. Rusty's gone with experience. If you look at this team that faced New Zealand last year at Cape Town, this is actually the exact same team. There's only 2 changes.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it's only due to injuries that we have these 2 changes. So he's definitely going for experience. He's going for people who are tried and tested against New Zealand. And I think that is what will give them the edge.
How do you feel about Jesse Creel being captain instead of Sia?
Yeah,
it was weird, but I think it makes sense given that Sia was sort of very last minute to actually play. So they obviously have the captain decided by Monday or the Tuesday. So I think Jesse was decided because Sia was a doubt. So just practically, it makes sense.
Injuries.
And I think it keeps the momentum going for what he started off with, which is fantastic. But guys, let's talk about another dose of history here. The Springbok women's rugby team are doing incredible things for the entire sport in the country and in Africa. Quarterfinal spot already secured, which is history in itself, right? And now we're going to be going up against France. So this is a great opportunity, a cool way to just test out the team's dynamics, try something new. I got to give this to you, Zoe. Obviously, being a woman in rugby, you must be so proud right now. But what are you making for the match this weekend?
Hey!
Hey!
Look, we haven't played them since 2021, I think it was. We've trained with them in April, and that's really cool because we've got to see their strategy a little bit. I know that France is scared of us. They're scared of our dominance in how we attack, and they know they're not going to be running through us. My biggest fear for this is their scrum half, Pauline Baudon-Sassou. No, guys, she is one of the best scrum halves in the women's game, period. Maybe the best. I definitely think it could be said. What we need is to make sure she's not overlapping, not making herself available, and cutting her down. And we haven't selected our final team yet.
No, we haven't. No, not
so
yet.
I think it is a decision of are we putting Nadine Lewis in that position? And I hope that we're starting her there. I don't want to see her at fullback.
I want us to start our strongest team possible.
100%.
I know there's definitely debates about do we rest some key players, but I think this is the perfect opportunity to see, look, can we go up against a quarterfinal caliber team before we actually start the quarterfinals?
And if you keep it in mind that France played England in the Six Nations and lost 43-42.
It's tight.
They are dominant and they know how to have that resilience and come back. They make the most out of your accidents. So if we're messing up on a field, if we're feeling the pressure, that is what we are going to lose by.
Oh, man. So listen, I know we've got so much that we could chat about, but let's make it fun and interesting. Let's talk about a score prediction here. What do you think the result will be? Let's first go with the men's game against New Zealand, and then we'll go with the ladies. Zoe, I'll put it to you first.
I'm glad you're going first.
I think one of our teams are going to lose this week, and I'm not sure who it is.
No!
You know what they say in the World Cup? They were like, Springboks need to lose at least one game.
Just to get the fuel back.
And if that's going to be our game against France, okay. Because we got the knockouts next week.
Well,
I'm okay if that's that.
Okay. Well, then maybe that's the inexperienced side that we put through that we can allow for that loss, all right? Adrian, your side, what are you thinking?
Sure, I like what Zoe said actually. I'm okay if the Springbok women lose. Again, they'll take the notes. I want the Springboks to win at Eden Park, but I think it's going to be tight. I'm seeing like a 5-point game in favor.
I'm three.
One at this point. Like, I think I'm going to put my heart on the line and say the Springboks are winning it by 3.
Well, listen, Zoe and Adrian, I can feel your energy right now, and it is one of we are going to war. And I think that's what South Africa is feeling when it comes to rugby this weekend. Thank you both for giving us that extra hype and the nerves, because the nerves are real. And Mzansi, we're going to be sending good energy out of the weekend. I hope you're having an incredible time wherever you're watching the game, and we'll be celebrating both victories on Monday. I'm putting that one out there.
I like
that. I absolutely love that, and that's how we wrap up the first hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now let's get into the second one by starting out with your national news headlines at 7 o'clock. Where Deputy President Paul Mashatile will join families at the SAPS Memorial Site in Pretoria for the annual Police Commemoration Day that happens on Sunday. Now this year, 27 officers who died between April 2024 and March 2025 will be honoured, following last year's tribute to 39 fallen officers. Names are engraved on the Union Building's memorial wall as a symbol of gratitude. Now, the event underlines that attacks on the police are attacks on the state, and perpetrators face decisive action. In other news in the country, City Power has temporarily suspended all prepaid meter conversions until the 27th of November after some accounts were not accurately reflected on the system. The suspension, effective from the 27th of August, does not affect existing prepaid or postpaid customers who can continue to purchase electricity normally. Our spokesperson Isaac Mangena says the pause allows the utility to strengthen systems, tighten controls, and ensure future conversions are accurate. The electricity supply remains stable while City Power works to safeguard the long-term sustainability of the city's network. In your international newsmaking headlines, 26 Western allies have pledged troops and support to Ukraine once a ceasefire is agreed. Now, following the, quote, coalition of the willing, end quote, summit in Paris, French President Emmanuel Macron confirmed that U.S. backing is expected, potentially in the form of air support. Now, Ukrainian President Zelensky is in the French capital discussing security guarantees to secure maximum protection for Ukraine's skies. The talks reflect Europe's commitment to share the burden, providing military support and aid if an agreement is reached. Now, hopes for a ceasefire have dimmed since Putin's recent meeting with Trump. Meanwhile, at least 15 people, including 4 health workers, have died in a new Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo's Kasai province. Now, the outbreak began with a 34-year-old pregnant woman who died from multiple organ failure. Now, there are 28 suspected cases, with the Zaire strain identified. Officials urge strict hygiene and social distancing. Now, this is the 16th outbreak in the country, which faces poor health infrastructure and ongoing conflict. But right now, the World Health Organization is acting swiftly to halt the virus and also to protect communities. Let's close up your 7 o'clock news here, where the search is on for the next James Bond, and it sure is heating up, with Aaron Taylor-Johnson emerging as the frontliner to succeed Daniel Craig. The 34-year-old actor, known for Kick-Ass and Avengers: Age of Ultron, has reportedly been formally offered the iconic role, and bookmakers place him at 8 out of 11 odds. Other contenders do include Callum Turner, Harris Dickinson, and fan favorite Tom Holland, who also played Spider-Man, whose charisma and youthful energy keep him in the mix. Now, with Denis Villeneuve set to direct, fans eagerly wait this thrilling, daring new chapter in 007's legendary cinematic legacy, promising action, intrigue, and unmistakable Bond magic. We'll definitely keep our eyes on that one to see. Personally, I'd love to see Idris Elba become the next James Bond, but that's just me. So if we leave your 7 o'clock news, let's get into some sporting highlights with Raul.
Well, you know what, I feel like one of our Springboks could definitely take up that role because they are absolute champions. And speaking of, let's dive into Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus, who named and settled a side to face the All Blacks at Eden Park on Saturday, making 4 changes. Now, Eben Etzebeth, Siya Kolisi, Pieter-Steph du Toit, and Willie Leroux return, with Jesse Kriel returning to captaincy. Now, the Boks chase a 5th straight win over New Zealand and their first Eden Park victory since 1937. With the Freedom Cup at stake. Well, cricket's up next, and Matthew Breedska struck 85 runs to become the first batter in ODI history to score 50+ in his first 5 innings as South Africa sealed a 5-run win over England at Lord's, taking the series 2-0. Now, the Proteas posted 330 runs for 8 wickets before restricting England to 325 for 9, and with Senuran Mutasami holding his nerve in the final over. Oh, we move to cycling next, and Juan Ayuso claimed his 2nd stage victory of this year's Vuelta a España, outsprinting fellow Spaniard Javier Romo on the 145-kilometer ride from Laredo to Los Corrales de Buelna. Now, Bruick Roland was 3rd, 13 seconds back, and despite finishing over 6 minutes adrift, Jonas Vingegaard kept the red jersey. The riders now turn to the brutal Angliru climb to take place on Friday. Well, we move to football next, and Euro 2024 champions Spain opened their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign with a commanding 3-0 win over Bulgaria in Sofia. Now, first off strikes from Mikel Oyarzabal, Marc Cucurella, as well as Mikel Merino sealed the result, with Rodri and Dani Carvajal returning from long-term injuries. Now, teenager Lamine Yamal impressed once again, while Jesus Rodriguez made his debut. Well, we'll be sure to chat on more things sport, especially ahead of this weekend. But for now, though, many of you heading out on the roads, and Chris has got the latest when it comes to traffic.
Well, thank you, Ryle. Let's get into the roads for the first time this morning, and we get started out in Gauteng and Pretoria, where there is a stationary truck on the N1 southbound after Rigel Drive, resulting in a closed left lane. Now, please do proceed with caution and reduce speed when using that affected route. And out in Johannesburg, if you are heading northbound on the N1, be prepared for heavy delays between Winnie Mandela Drive as well as Beyers Nordia Drive. Now, currently, traffic is slow moving, so please allow for some extra travel time and, of course, practice some patience as you embark on your journey. That's where we leave your roads. Let's touch base with your weather. Oh, and let me tell you, you are in for a treat if you're in South Africa this weekend, because on Sunday night, a total lunar eclipse or blood moon will light up the sky. Now, during the 82-minute total phase, the moon will glow a striking deep red as it passes through Earth's shadow. Now, the full event will last about 5 hours with peak visibility just after 8 p.m. Now, the red color occurs because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, scattering blue light and allowing the red light to reach the moon. Meanwhile, the Weather Service has again warned of fire danger conditions in the Free State, Northern, Western and Eastern Cape, as well as KwaZulu-Natal. And all of that, of course, brings us to our cherry on top of this hour, the sunrise view of 7 o'clock. Now, let's get into it. Muscle Bay, what are you looking like this morning? And oh my goodness, Crystal definitely realized that this is a perfect view and had to capture it for the rest of the country to enjoy. Isn't that so gorgeous? 19 degrees has never looked this good, is all I'm saying. That really looks like a look into what heaven could possibly be. And I can't wait to see what the rest of the country looks like. We've seen Pearly Beach, we've seen Muscle Bay, both coastal areas. What else do you have for us? 0630369649 is how you get in touch. We'll get into some temperatures and I'll continue obsessing over this view.
Oh, that sunrise looks so good. Almost as good as these two. Because yes, Anwar is here. Mark is still hanging around. Of course, he doesn't want to go anywhere. But guys, how are we doing this morning? Anwar, we good?
Doing great. Awesome. Looking forward to the interview.
Now, we're looking forward to the interview because we're talking about the new book, The Invisible Boy. This is Anwar McKay, and he's done something exceptional. Something that I think many of us can resonate with, relate to. And I believe this one's already gone top selling in the Cavendish Square areas, I believe.
How incredible is that? It blew my mind. It's such
No, but are you surprised though?
I am. It's such a gratifying experience to know that the work is resonating with people. You know, it's your baby. You're tapping away for X amount of time. It's 4 years in the making.
Sure.
And it's your offering. And I was just so happy to have it in print.
Oh.
And to see the response has been absolutely amazing.
Oh my goodness. You'll feel that excitement with you, and listen, it's got pictures in it too. So make sure that you get it coming your way soon, and of course that interview on the other side of this break.
Okay.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Zanzi, welcome back. Your Friday edition of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And it's going to feel so good right now because we are joined today by an absolute creative force whose work bridges the worlds of theatre, storytelling, and soulful reflection. Now, Anwar McKay, renowned theatre producer, a visionary director, and unapologetic lover of nature. This man's already stolen a piece of our heart just hearing this. But raised in Bonteheuwel on the Cape Flats, Anwar's journey from the vibrant streets of Cape Town to the stages of South Africa has been shaped by both grit and imagination. Now, what we're celebrating is his latest book, which is a testament to that spirit. So today he joins us to explore the heart behind the pages, the stories that shaped him, and the dreams that continue to guide his path. And joining him on the couch is his partner, comedic royalty, so they say, Mark Eugene Lottering.
No.
What an intro.
I know, but so deserved, because I don't think people have had this opportunity to see the real, raw, authentic magic behind all of it. And Mark, you alluded to it earlier about how the world needs this right now. So Anwar, I think this book is absolute perfect timing. The Invisible Boy from Brambleway. Is this about you, or is it just a fictional story? How much of this resonates because there's themes of identity, belonging, resilience, growing up? I mean, this is something that I absolutely relate to.
Yeah, no, it's 100% Anwar. It's my memoir. It's autobiographical.
Ooh.
I was very brave.
Yeah.
It's a book that wanted to be written despite myself. I mean, who wants to put themselves out there, right?
To this world, sure, it's bad and ugly.
Yes. So the book was inspired during COVID. We suddenly had downtime.
Yeah.
The world was facing a collective a trauma, right? And I went into reflection mode. It was also a time when my mom was frail.
Sure, okay.
And I knew that we did not have a lot of time with her left. And I started phoning her daily. It was our connection. I wanted information, right? Family information, heritage, all of those things. And it was a time for me to also face my personal trauma and collect the different parts of Anwar. And it was quite a thing. It was quite a thing. And that inspired the book. I started typing. And for 9 months, I was at my laptop. And it just came pouring out of me. And it felt like a magical process.
Sure.
And
what I can feel from what you're trying to articulate right now is so beautiful to me, because you're not struggling. You literally are giving this energy of someone that, I always say this, heal the boy and the man will appear. And I look at you and Mark right now and I see such incredible men sitting on that couch. Not jokesters, not funny guys. I see men that have dealt with real trauma. And I think in our culture, that's a big thing, because we're not taught how to do that. And we go through so much as we grow up. And I think this is a lot of what your book is reflecting on. It's stuff that people like us don't actually deal with, but you force yourself to face it head on, and somehow you put this into a memoir of a book, and that's what I think we're celebrating this morning. I don't know if you feel that in this.
No, absolutely, and hence the title, The Invisible Boy from Brambleway. This boy had the need to be seen, but truly seen, right? And in the book, I touch on heritage. I speak about my early years, well, the forced removals, it's the 80s, it's during apartheid, and it celebrates me growing up in Brambleway, Bonteheuwel, and it touches on the fact that it was such a safe neighborhood. I had a wonderful early childhood before the gun violence, pre-94. We had such safety, and it was a tight-knit community. And my child is your child, and the games we played. So it's a celebration of that culture. But it was wonderful until it wasn't, right? I was a working class, gay, Muslim boy during apartheid, trying to navigate a very, very sticky situation, a very challenging situation, and it wasn't an emotionally safe world for me. And so like I said, it was fabulous until it wasn't. And so being gay, being Muslim, on the Cape Flats, having to navigate incredible trauma, basically emotional violence that was inflicted on me, and having, during a time when mental illness was not even a concept. So I found myself struggling with acute anxiety and just self-doubt, and having to navigate primary school and high school. But through all of that, I had the most incredible family. I had the most incredible mother, and she loved me, and her eyes would light up whenever she saw me, and that carried me. And because of that, I discovered an incredible resilience and courage. And that was the truth of who I was. But what inspired the book was I wanted to shine a light on what happens when we discriminate against others, and when we it just felt like what I went through was unacknowledged, and I just wanted to shine a light on that, to offer a window into the because this is my life story, but also this is the impact that my life story has had on me and the many years of emotional suffering. So there I was at my laptop collecting all these pieces, and the boy, ultimately it's a phoenix rising, it's a happy ending, but it was an incredibly healing experience, because it wasn't, oh, look at my story, gawk at it. I wanted just to offer a window and for people to connect with that boy on, and just to be visible, not Anwar, oh, see me. No, see me. See my humanity.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what I'm trying to say. It's a celebration of humanity, and I wanted people to connect, to truly feel, see me.
Anwar, I think you've done that in such an exceptional way. I need to take this moment to say, and I think on behalf of many, I'm so proud of you for going through what you went through, for dealing with the ridicule, for dealing with the prejudice, for dealing with all that pain, and not giving up when there were so many moments when it sounds like you should have, but you didn't.
Absolutely.
And you showed up. You used that as your fuel for something positive, and you've put it into a book, which I think is going to be such a testament and such an accolade. So thank you for turning that pain into something so incredible. I think it deserves an applause, because I think this is your moment, man. And I can just feel how hard this is for you to just even articulate right now. So I want to leave it at saying thank you. And Mark, I want to ask you this question, maybe seeing this from the outside, seeing this from, and it seems like both of you have had a catalyst to start this journey together, where you rise up using the pain that you've both experienced, sharing the story, which is more in a testament. It's like a call to action for everyone that has gone through this, and you speaking and representing such a big culture, so many people. Mark, seeing this change in Anwar, seeing him rise from the ashes, what is it like from your side? Because I'm sure there's something that resonates with you as a partner, being in these dark moments. What is this moment real like? This is a celebration like no other, right?
I'm just hoping that it makes a lot of money, because we have so much debt right now because of this process. You know, we wasn't out making money.
I just have to say it's been my rock.
Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine, yeah.
Is that all? When, you know, just listening to Anwar speak now, I just want to get to the point where you said it is your story. And then he said, you know, and I thought he was going to say the following, because I want to say that listening to Anwar, it's also the story of so many people. So I think it's a life-saving book. It's because quite often we think we're alone in the wilderness until we hear somebody else speak, until we hear somebody else is going through exactly what we're going through. And it was very unsettling for me to read this book, obviously, because if you love somebody and you see them in the darkest phases of life, you just want to go back to that time and rescue that person. But you can't, and you know, thank God that Anwar came through that. So I hope that it brings many people back from the edge of wherever they want to go, because it can easily take you there. But so I don't know if I can read the book again. It's that raw. It's beautiful but brutal as well, because Anwar gets so real. And I want to say there's a chapter or two in the book where he talks about me. I feel that I need to say this on international television.
Just clear this up once.
Let me just clear this up. My book is going to be called The Way I See It.
My perspective.
My perspective, the way I remember it. You know, it's just so honest, and I think as we, you know, as we said earlier, there's just this thing going on in the world where we want to live with authenticity and truth and talk about these issues, talk about anxiety, talk about depression, because we are living with our phones now. TikTok, Instagram, everything's beautiful. Life's great, you know, we're out on the night in town, we're Bree Street. Oh, we're having such an amazing time. But we never stop to speak to each other about what's really going on when we get home, what's going on in our heads, what's happening before we go out when somebody just says, let's quickly meet for a drink or a coffee. What are we really going through?
And the demons they're struggling with. Yeah.
And the demons they're struggling with, and the demons that you bring to the fore, that you talk about. So it's very real, and it's great that we can sit here and have this conversation.
And this is exactly what needs to happen. I feel that these are the conversations that were lacking in our culture when we grew up. As a boy looking for a man to be inspired by and to look forward to, that was lacking in our community. We had negative influences, we had all this prejudice and everything else to deal with. How would you maybe share a message with youngsters right now that you know are still going through these same issues, are still dealing with this suffering, are still dealing with this pain? How can you encourage them to turn this pain into power? What message would you say to that young Anwar that's going through all of this right now? What would you help him to try and see that light, to try and reach this incredible position where you have healed, where you are now a stronger man forward and you are resonating and causing impact?
I would say hang in there, it gets better, and ultimately find your tribe. Find your tribe. It might be difficult now, but it does get better, and we just have to find community of kindness and just persevere. Persevere.
I can't say more than just thank you to these incredible souls for sharing this magical moment with us. And this is what we celebrate. The challenges that we've gone through as boys turning into men. There's such a tough journey, and especially for those that are constantly still being prejudiced against. So Anwar's voice is one that resonates far beyond the pages of Invisible Boy from Bramble Way. I think this is a story that invites us to see, to feel, and to remember these invisible threads that connect us all. And I think if you'd like to celebrate this remarkable debut in person, you can do the following. You can join Anwar at the book launch. It's happening at Exclusive Books Cavendish, 17th of September. And you definitely want to book your spot, and you can do it at www.exclusivebooks.co.za. If you want to heal, you want to be inspired, if you want to resonate with someone that's turned pain into power, well, you found them right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and you'll see them in Cavendish. For now, Mzansi, let's celebrate this incredible journey and know that there's more incredibleness to come.
And you'll get your signed copy.
Yes! Exclusive, baby. it's Friday, and the energy is absolutely pristine. We've been having magic all throughout your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we're going to let that continue right now.
Absolutely. We have Tomorrow Snow right here in the mix, and I think we have to talk all things to do with road tripping. Let's get into it.
I gotta say, this is the perfect person because I see these two driving out in our road, and they're always coming vicious. I'm like, oh,
yeah, you're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors. But this was making me so jealous every time I see the car pack.
Oh, I'm done, man. Okay, well, every great road trip comes with its signature snack.
Does.
And the one thing you have to pack to make that drive complete is some patkos. And today we're sharing our most loved snacks to fuel up on the journey.
So we've got everything, right? And for me, there's nothing like Billy's. Old school biltong. It's the OG of a road trip. Tasty, there's protein in it, and I think it just keeps me going for hours.
Yeah.
And this is probably on my top list. I don't know about you.
I would agree. I also feel like you love chips.
Actually, I'm going to change mine. Actually, it's chips.
Like you're a go-to chips
Yes, that's my
person.
kryptonite.
And I'm so here for it because we can grab it at Shell on any single road trip that we get into. And you don't have to hold back, okay? There's no judgment here whatsoever. But I've got to ask you, Tamara, now that you are here, what is your ultimate road trip snack when you're on the road?
Okay, so I've got to agree with you, biltong, but like the chili biltong.
Ooh, you like the spicy?
Yeah, a little bit spicy.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit spicy.
Yes.
Popcorn is also such a goodie, man.
Microwave popcorn?
No.
Regular popcorn?
Yes, popcorn in a bag that's been spiced.
Yeah.
Why haven't I tried that actually? Do you know a crazy snack? So, like popcorn is like a negative cal almost. So if you chew one, no one can do this though, but if you were
Tell
to
me
chew
more.
one popcorn piece and completely chew it, you'd burn more calories chewing it than there are calories in the popcorn.
I knew there was a reason I loved it.
But no one can eat one piece of popcorn.
No,
at a
you
time.
have to do it by the handful like this.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Okay, so popcorn biltong.
Yes, cashew nuts.
But she's a healthy snack eater.
Salted and
I need to join you for a road trip. This sounds premium, right?
Something to drink?
I stick with sparkling water, to be honest. Because I am a healthy snacker, I'm not going to lie. And the sparkling water, it makes me feel like I'm being a little bit naughty. Like I'm having a drink when I'm really
like
not. Yes.
The bubbles are hitting you here in
If
your
you had to
throat.
choose, though, and you only had an option between sweet or salty as a snack, and you only got budget for one of them, what would you choose?
Listen, hands down, salty.
Oh, yeah?
I'm also more of a
Without a
savory.
doubt.
I think so, too. I think the sugar kind of like just gives you like a bit of a spike, and then you crash off.
drop.
Like, oh, I want to have a power nap now.
And that salt sustains you and it fills you, it's satiating. How about the one that just like runs up the fastest in the car? What goes the quickest?
What
Which
doesn't
one
last?
doesn't last?
I mean, come on. Of course, definitely biltong.
Yes.
That is like, even in our house, I'm just like, my man called me the other day and he was like, should I get biltong? I said, no.
Because you know.
It's going to last for 5 minutes.
Don't
come
tempt
on,
me.
Don't,
Come on.
don't do it.
Hit me with a good time. Well, listen, now it's your turn, Mzansi. What snack makes your ultimate road trip complete? We want you to share it with us. We're family here, all across our Expresso social media page.
Yeah, and remember, you could be fueling your next adventure with Shell. And here's how you do it. You want to spend 750 Rand or more, tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month, and you could win one of 5 once-in-a-lifetime road trips and track experiences for 2. Yes, 2, baby. And it's all powered by Shell V-Power. And a reminder, your T's and C's do apply.
I love that. So for me, I love a snack because I'm the passenger princess. I pass that on, but I'm also in control of the music.
Yes.
So if I was driving around, I'd hit play on Kanisa. So let's go for it.
Bring it on.
Good morning, South Africa. My name is Kanyisa. This is the Xhosa verse. This song is Hadjan. I'm putting my heart place with I feel. Yazi lo mntana bencinga ndimkhafile. Ndamsisekapa wabona ngeviews wavuka ngetafile. Bencinga ndipasile. Sharing photos bendumela amafoto webhasika. Sharing photos bendumela amafoto wenantsika. All day on the phone sithetha nga-nothing. Now ndishora nga-something. Manu shori my something. Andikwazi ukumamela uthamiya ndingacingi ngawo. Remotely close to loving someone nangagcina ngawo obu bomi mna ndifunda nawo obu bomi mna ndifunda nawo enye nenye nsizwe icinga hawo nobu mamele ezibhozo ucinga hawo all of this time uthetha nawo all of this time khanyisa why only uthetha nawo ndifuna uthetha nawo inhliziyo imphethe anzakwazi kuzofuneka sikhethe ngingakushela ngezulu bayethe wade wathungisa impahla zomemula I took your breath away maba awukwazi nophefumula ndisaliva nalamhlanje lavumba lakho le-perfume kudala ndilindele ngoku awude uze kum undikhumbula nini ndiphupha ngawe ebusuku ndicinga ngawe nasemini social media yixolelo yomini ndifuna ukhupha amanimhleni switch off the words ufake emzini unganqandi besihleli kamnandi smoking my way to my mind getting tipsy off your wine I miss you ngaske sibe to rewind I miss you ngaske sibe to rewind
What did I just experience?
My guy.
Wow, I was like ushered into the heavens. That was smooth, it was sexy, it was absolutely beautiful. You guys rocked it, man. And it's all happening live right here at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm so grateful that you're back, man.
Man, thank you.
That sounded incredible, dog. Listen, we got more Kanitsa Kids happening on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Sometimes don't go anywhere. After the break, we're going to inspire you to do something beautiful with your space. So if you want to be inspired with some good music and some good inspiration in terms of colors and your home, well, then don't go anywhere. The magic continues right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know it looks a little different, but you are in the right place because we're about to get into something incredible. We want you to breathe a new life into your home right now with lightweight layers, some airy textures, and fresh pops of color. It is all about the Woolworths Spring Summer 2025 Homeware collection, and it's going to transform your space into a bright, but most importantly, inviting sanctuary, which is exactly why we brought our girl back. Head of Trend and Design, Shekinah Rose, is here to share more about the inspiration behind their latest collection.
Yes.
Shekinah, welcome back.
Thank you for having me once again.
And I love that we are also kind of low-key matching the space.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
so
Yes. You get it. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on here and the inspiration behind the Spring-Summer collection for Homeware.
I can't believe how fast time has gone.
Honestly.
I was just here for winter and now we're fresh into spring. So yeah, very exciting season for us. Woolworths Home is definitely embracing natural craft this season by using raw and polished materials that evoke sort of a deep connection and reflection. And we really try to bring that to life with the use of elevated natural materials, subtle textures, again, just items that sort of create a reflective and calm environment. And then again, yeah. I'm really excited for the season and all the textures and layering that you'll see.
And I love that you mentioned textures and layering, because when I'm looking around, I am getting like that natural, neutral feel, like you said, with pops of color, with the pastels. But it is about the textures. It's about the fabrics. So can we talk a bit about that? Let me move this out the way so we can also see this gorgeous pillow. What's going on and why?
Yes. So I think I first want to call out the colors you mentioned. There's a definite refresh from winter going into spring. So we're bringing in this beautiful, vibrant yellow color, and then the beautiful aqua tones layered on top of sort of soft neutral colors from your beiges to your ivories. So really a move on in terms of color. It feels light and more refreshing. And then texture is super key this season. So I really want to call out waffle as a sort of material.
I love that.
You'll see that in our scatters, you'll see it in our quilts and our throws. So again, just move on from your heavyweight furs to your lightweight sort of subtle surface interest on your soft decor.
Beautiful, and the texture here is just unreal because it's almost like within the same color palette if you're looking here.
Yes.
This stands out, something three-dimensional and adds interest as well. I'm really curious now how this collection embodies spring.
Yes, I just want to also mention that scatter and what it actually is about. Yes, we've got a lot of subtle texture, but we also invested in like sort of surface interest, embroidery. It almost feels handmade in a way. And then I'm glad you mentioned the different tones and how they work together. So there's layers of neutral colors coming together.
I'm here for it, and everything just adding. We can get into talking about spring when it comes to the homeware section on the side too. The diffusers I'm seeing as well.
A lot to work with. So how this ultimately embodies spring and summer and what we try to achieve. This entire collection almost gives you the feel of a spa summer retreat. And that really is brought to life through the colors that we used, as I said, and the textures that we used. It all feels livable. It feels lived in and luxurious, but again, so broad appeal and tasteful in the approach.
Let's talk about what's going on here.
And again, the natural elements that we always use, again, perfect for summer.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got to talk about the tablescape going on. It's always my favorite thing to look forward to because it gets me so inspired for the season to come. I want to now host and be the host with the most. So what is going on here?
Okay, so there's a few exciting launches happening across the board from a material point of view, but a really exciting launch for us this season is our marble collection. It really is an investment material and key if you're looking to elevate your space this season. So you really can build on the collection over time, but really a must-have, as I said, if you really want to take your space and elevate it up a notch. So there's a range of items to choose from in this beautiful warm neutral color with the slight off-white ivory vein, as you can see there from kitchen and dining items. And then really exciting that complements all the natural materials so well is the linen. The linen collection. So we're bringing in linen this season in bedroom, kitchen and dining. So again, very soft. It drapes beautifully. So again, just layering your table with that for your summer lunches and brunches. As I said, it also makes the perfect base for your table if you want to do white or natural crockery. So again, it's light, it feels like a retreat.
Yes, I love that you said
and super
that.
elevated. So very excited about what we've done here. We're also bringing in some beautiful beading. So again, just feels natural and handmade.
Unreal.
And crafted, as I said, we were really inspired by the element of natural craft. So yeah.
And I love that. You're paying homage to the outside because we are going to be spending so much time outside anyway.
100%.
I love the wood elements as well. Do you have a standout piece for you that you really love?
I must say the marble and the linen because they complement each other so well. So we are known for our natural fibers. So we really wanted to expand into this world of natural fibers. We're known for our cotton. So now just bringing the linen in is just the one up from that. And then just again bringing those luxurious elements through. The wood we are known for as well. So we've just expanded our range quite nicely into more serve pieces. Again, for your summer lunches, your charcuterie boards.
The big salads.
All of that perfect for the season.
Stunning.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it is definitely luxury and definitely spring, summer ready. Woolworths has got us covered across every single texture, color, and even material. So make sure that you get yours. And I mean, enjoy all of this. Shop in store, online, and on the app. I'd highly recommend going in store so you can actually see this for yourself. Shekinah, thank you again for coming through. And we look forward to seeing you this summer to see what else Woolies has to offer.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, that looks incredible, and especially that bed. It's just so inviting. I could catch a young Z out there for sure. But listen, the bedroom isn't only for sleep. It's the heart of rest, reflection, and renewal. And this week on Plascon Creating Amazing Spaces, we'll reveal how the perfect color palette paired with a dash of creativity can transform four walls into a sanctuary that feels uniquely yours. Well, the question here is, are you ready to be inspired? I think so. So let's dive in.
In creating amazing spaces with Plascon, the bedroom, of course, is absolutely prime. It's the most personal space in the home, and the paint colors in the bedroom are what we wake up to, what we go to sleep to, and with any luck, what we share with someone special in our lives. A bedroom to me is a place where one wants to luxuriate, dream, both awake and asleep, share, read, plan, and indulge and relax. Part of that, of course, is the quality of the paint. So one of the standout qualities of Plascon Double Velvet Pure is that it's lead-free and it's solvent-free. And that means that that time in the bedroom, awake or asleep, is actually safer with better quality air. My bedroom is my favorite chill-out space. It's where after a hectic day I can sign off and drift into my dreams.
You can turn any bedroom into an amazing space. Plascon Double Velvet Pure offers an unrivaled velvet sheen finish and washable elegance for your interior walls. With Plascon Double Velvet Pure and its eco-friendly formulation, one's bedroom becomes VOC, solvent and lead-free, enhancing the air quality for a perfect night's rest. Plascon Double Velvet Pure, making it easy to create amazing spaces.
Don't mind us.
Don't mind us. We're just living our best life. It's Friday. And we were clearly inspired by that dose of inspiration. And I think you were too, right?
And Plascon are giving one lucky viewer the chance to win 2,000 Rand cash. So simply follow Plascon on any social media platform. Then head to the competition post on Expresso social pages. And just tell us, what's your favorite Plascon product? We want to hear details. Don't forget to use that hashtag PlasconSA. And this competition does end soon.
Yeah, it's ending on Tuesday, the 9th of September at midday. So don't forget you can find your T's and C's at expressoshow.com. And I just want to wish you nothing but good luck because you're going to need it if you want to capitalize on all this good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Kanisa is not joining us in the bed, but he's going to perform another incredible song in just a little bit. It's called Hi Oopie, and make sure that you come right back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, what do you say? Nothing but it's Friday, baby. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. The energy is absolutely perfect to usher us into the weekend. And it's been perfect having so many incredible people here. Much like Khanyisa Ketse, who's been back out here in Expresso and sharing his talent this time. And once again, to send us out with one more performance, it's the man himself, Khanyisa Ketse. Let's go.
To my location abafundini teni ngathi ufuna ukubida ngomafundini cause when my heart knocks ungaboniswa namafundini ungayekiswa neflowers eziyi-12 ndimi uba exjani ubumagazini unguma isize uma indanga yini uba isize iyaphanga yini basene izinto ezifonileyo u-ikhandi intonileyo mis-independent akamfuna uneyo ikhona into endiyibonileyo 2 weeks back laveki ngapha kwalidlulileyo zikhona izinto etshintshileyo ngokufuna imali 10k itshintshileyo indlela ojonga ngayo mane itsiri maso come to my arms and see at your home come to my arms you see at your home ube yi-housewife fall up entloko no budget swipe kokoko channel backs gcwele ndikoko counterini jango qongo rhango umntana ebhongo nokutheni ndimorongo around here we down ngotsiki buyeza ndicela ungajiki uyandifuna nawo ungaphiki.
Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location because I won't go. Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location
Which is at the club, they see it clearly. Sativano sees it, always at the spot, if you got to have some whether she's about to have a baby. The moves of the body, is it mine or the baby? Now it makes sense, a bit well, because the flat, the way you fridge a high sense. Can't have I trust the hand sense. Some meal, we on a guy chin gender. Lot of clean, say, Puma, a big price chella. Hidangazako, nice fella, it's about a good seller. But on the stories, that you wine seller. What you think the Buddha might tell her? Make a kubisi la mokwe. Let me take you out, we can carve a new bag, the loco indoors, but I like a talk with my police. I can't win, I don't see police, look on they're giving him looks. 1 a.m. time, coming soon. Shot that Uber trip to the game, these people never play by the books. Shot that Uber trip to the game, these people never play by the books.
Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location because I won't go. Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location because I won't
So when I spend together, I still in a spacing like I'm ever. It's that one last weather kind of weather. I just want to cut a last ever. I just shared the trip, ubieza. I got the long hour girl ever. So that the gear to lean to bizwa. Pretending I take you and bizwa. Tell them take a teaser. I know you need a breather. Easer. You can take a shower here, Italy only geezer. Take a if you want to fika. Dinner menus pizza, kota shalafika. Sepungeni musika. Set in the mood, calci guitar. Do essential to the sweeter. Oh, you can't see vita.
Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location because I won't go. Send me the location and I'll be right there. Send me the location because I won't go. Because I won't go. Because I won't go.
Oh, come on now. Mr. Kets in the building. Brother, take an absolute bow. You earned it. Along with D joining you on the vocals there too. You were absolutely incredible, D, along with the band. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so good to have you back. Your energy was perfect for Friday. And speaking of good energy, we still got incredible energy bundled up in these two souls right here. How's the morning going so far? You enjoying it?
It's fantastic. I'm so excited.
Yes, and
always. It's Friday.
It is Friday, and we're still excited because 17th of September, Cavendish Square exclusive books. That's where we can get that exclusive signed copy, right?
Come join me. Come join in conversation with Sarah Jane King, I'll throw in Mark Lottering and you'll have a good time.
We'll add the +1 just in case. So this is what we're looking at right now. And if you heard the conversation, it was absolutely inspiring to say the least. So get your hands on this. You want to get a copy. It's real, it's raw, it's authentic. And much like what we're going to be talking about next, we've got some food coming up.
Yes.
Do you know what's going on here?
I am so curious because there's spices there. Then I see eggs. Cornflakes.
What are you thinking this one is?
This to me just looks, the only word that comes to mind is babalas. But you can shed more light on
It almost
this.
maybe looks like the start of like a frikadel recipe, you know, with the old like...
Yeah, but cornflakes next to the eggs? Are you comfortable with this?
I don't know how I feel. We're going to find out. But clearly this makes me understand that Anwar's the one that does the cooking, right? Not you.
Absolutely not. No, this is the connoisseur.
Anwar's the healthy person. So everything from the garden will be in the kitchen if he had his way.
A young nature boy.
Whereas I'm a real human being and I enjoy life. And I believe you must savor every moment.
So there's a balance.
Every meal can be your last meal, you know?
What would that last meal be?
It would, I don't know, like a Gatsby.
Oh, a full house.
A full house.
Mark's really good at pasta, so yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, listen, there's a whole lot happening here, clearly. We got to get into it, and we don't want you to go anyway. So, I believe you're also doing something crazy. I saw something online, sorry, by the way. You were doing a little coffee start to the morning with a little bit of sticky tacky as well. What was that about? Is it the new way that you're going to be starting the morning, a coffee rave? Is that what the youngsters are calling?
Oh, yes, young people.
Yes, is that what you youngsters are up to these days?
I was roped in by one of my friends to go and do this, and it was the best thing ever, starting your day off by dancing. With good music. It was in the middle of town. You feel the city vibes, and you were somewhere meditating.
I didn't get an invitation.
No. You were focusing on the fact that Exclusive emailed him to say it's a #1 bestseller last week. And so I left him with that. And then I went dancing with young people. And Uncle Mark was in there. So and it changes your mindset.
You were
for the
celebrating Anwar's success, basically.
You're very good. Yes,
I am.
exactly. Look at you.
What did it make you want to do afterwards? Did it want you to go home and have a little sleep and nap, or is it just giving you the energy for the day?
Then you want to tackle things. The wonderful thing about that, well, not wonderful, my friends are very entertained because this party ends at 9 a.m. Then they unplug, then the DJ unplugs the thing. So you're supposed to dance until before 9 and then go off to your workplace.
Do your life, yeah.
But at 9, I could see the people who were not employed because they were party. They were lingering around there. That life, you know.
Well, listen, you can linger around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've still got another hour of pure magic, so don't go anywhere. You get the +1, +2. You can bring the whole family with you. And Carissa, what about you? What are you looking forward to the most out here?
Oh, I hope that we can, in fact, do a coffee rave, but with Mark dancing, because I want to dance with him, you know what I'm saying? Anwar too would be in the mix. It would be so much fun. Please make it happen. Expresso fam, let us know if you want to see that all going down. But now that it's just kind of 8 o'clock, let's get into your final news for today. And we start out nationally, where South Africa's Department of Defense has begun talks to postpone its November joint naval exercise with Russia and China due to the G20 summit. Now, spokesperson Sipiwe Dlamini says consultations with the presidency and Ministry of International Relations have led to discussions with Moscow and Beijing to find a new date. The department wants to avoid any logistical or security conflicts with G20 arrangements while maintaining the integrity of the biennial exercise, which showcases South Africa's naval capabilities and international cooperation. In other news, in South Africa, Deputy President Paul Mashatile will join families at the SAPS Memorial site in Pretoria for the annual Police Commemoration Day on Sunday. Now, this year, 27 officers who died between April 2024 and March 2025 will be honored following last year's tribute to 39 fallen soldiers. Now, names are engraved on the Union Building's memorial wall as a symbol of gratitude. The event underlies that the attacks on the police are attacks on the state and perpetrators face decisive action. In your international news-making headlines, Joseph Malanji has been sentenced to 4 years hard labor for corruption, found guilty of acquiring properties and helicopters suspected to be proceeds of crime. Now, co-accused Fredson Yamba received 3 years for unjustified transfers of more than $8 million to Zambia's diplomatic mission in Turkey. Magistrate Irene Wishimanga applied leniency as they were first-time offenders. Now, the case highlights ongoing anti-corruption efforts amid political controversy. Malanji, nicknamed, quote, Bonanza for his public generosity, served under former President Edgar Lungu. Meanwhile, 26 Western allies have pledged troops and support to Ukraine once a ceasefire is agreed. Now, following the Coalition of Willing summit in Paris, French President Emmanuel Macron confirmed that U.S. backing is expected, potentially in the form of air support. Now, Ukrainian President Zelensky is in the French capital discussing security guarantees to secure maximum protection for Ukraine's skies. The talks reflect Europe's commitment to share the burden, providing military support and aid, and if an agreement is reached. Now, hopes for a ceasefire have dimmed since Putin's recent meeting with Trump. Now, let's close up this morning with entertainment news that is tinged with sadness as the fashion world bids farewell to Giorgio Armani, who has passed away at the age of 91. Now, born in Piacenza, Italy in 1934, Armani left medical studies to follow design and in 1975 launched his own label that revolutionized global style. Now, he softened tailoring, introduced minimalist elegance, and also created the power suit that gave women fresh confidence in boardrooms while redefining menswear. Now, his designs definitely lit up Hollywood and red carpets, and his empire grew to hotels and lifestyle ventures. Armani's timeless vision, rooted in simplicity and sophistication, leaves behind a legacy that will continue inspiring generations. We apologize for the noise in the background. We're just setting things up for the last hour of the show. Let's get into some sporting highlights with Rao.
Yeah, Chris, you're absolutely correct. Everybody's getting excited for the last few hours of the show, or the last few minutes of the show. We've got an hour left. And I'm also getting excited because it's not just everything moving around here, but it's this weekend too. Sporting action's coming through, and we're going to start with the Springboks. And Coach Rassie Erasmus named a settled side to face the All Blacks at Eden Park on Saturday, making 4 changes. Now, Eben Etzebeth, Sia Kolisi, Peter Steph du Toit, and Willie Leroux will return, with Jesse Creel retaining the captaincy. Now, the Boks chase a 5th straight win over New Zealand and their first Eden Park victory since 1937, with the Freedom Cup also at stake. Well, next up, we move to the world of cricket, and Matthew Breetzke is making history. He struck 85 runs to become the first batter in ODI history to score 50+ in his first 5 innings as South Africa sealed a 5-run win over England at Lord's, taking the series 2-0. Now, the Proteas posted 330 runs for 8 wickets before restricting England to 325 runs for 9, with Senuran Mutasamy holding his nerve in the final over. Well, cycling's up next, and Juan Ayuso claimed his 2nd stage victory of this year's Vuelta a España, outsprinting fellow Spaniard Javier Romo on the 145-kilometer ride from Laredo to Los Carrascos de Buelna. Now, Brick Rowland was 3rd in 13 seconds back, and also despite finishing over 6 minutes adrift, Jonas Vingegaard kept the red jersey. And riders now turn to the brutal Angliru climb on Friday. Well, lastly, in our wrap of all things sport, we move to football, and Euro 2024 champions Spain opened their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign with a commanding 3-0 win over Bulgaria in Sofia. Now, first half strikes from Mikel Oyarzabal, Marc Cucurella and Mikel Merino sealed the result, with Rodri and Dani Carvajal returning from long-term injuries. Now, the sensational teenager Yamin Lamal impressed again, while Jesus Rodriguez made his debut. Well, things are getting interesting, and I know many of you hitting out of the road still, and we asked Tamara to lend her expertise to assist you in the world of traffic. Let's go.
Thank Taking a look at your traffic this morning in Bedford View in Gauteng, there is a stationary vehicle which is causing a left lane closure on the N3 southbound. That's just after Van Buren Road. Motorists are of course advised to reduce speed in the area and allow for some added travel time as peak traffic congestion is being experienced there. Now taking a look at Kales River in Cape Town, there are delays expected for motorists using the R300 North at Van Riebeeck ramp. Please maintain a safe following distance and remain cautious behind the wheel. For your Expresso traffic this morning, I am Tamara Snow.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't be more prouder. Absolutely love you, T, and thank you so much for bringing us our traffic on your Feel Good Morning show. But now though, let's get into your weather and some good news too. South Africans are definitely in for a treat on Sunday night when a total lunar eclipse or blood moon will light up the sky. Now during the 82-minute total phase, the moon will glow a striking deep red as it passes through Earth's shadow. Now the full event will last about 5 hours with peak visibility just after 8 p.m. The red color does occur because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, scattering blue light and allowing the red light to reach the moon. Now, meanwhile, the Weather Service has again warned of fire danger conditions in the Free State, Northern, Western and Eastern Cape, as well as KwaZulu-Natal. Before we leave your weather news, let's get into that final sunrise view for this Friday morning. And this one sent out of the mother city, it is Amanda. Let's see what Amanda has to offer. Oh my goodness. Nothing beats a coastal morning view. The mountains meeting the sea, meeting the horizon, with the sun just rising on over there, letting you know once again that every day is a good day to have a good day. Now, 15 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. Thank you so much, and shout out to Simonstown for being represented so incredibly well by Amanda. We do it all again next week, Monday all the way through to Friday, on top of the hour, every hour. 0630369649 is how you get in touch. For now, though, let's check out your temperatures for the final time.
Listen, I know I'm gushing about these incredible sunrise views, but can we gush over Tamara? Oh my word! Absolutely nailing the traffic report. And I know she was doing the most when it came to Good Hope FM and serving everybody on the roads, but it's so good to have her out on the screens. Matching that beautiful voice with an absolutely beautiful face. I think she was made for this.
I'm telling you, she does not have a face for radio. She's got a face for TV, okay? Love you, T. Right now, though, we're going to continue down feeling like a winner because Mzansi don't miss out on playing Powerball, as well as Powerball Plus, for a life-changing 103 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots this Friday. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and play Powerball for the guaranteed 50 million, and then you get Powerball Plus for the guaranteed 53 million rand.
Yeah, a lot of millions. And here's how you do it. You can buy the tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. You've got an option in the mobile app. You can also use cell phone banking, or simply just grab your phone right now. Dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. That's simple.
Incredible. 5 ways to win, all posted on our Expresso social media pages. Go and check them out and then play Powerball and Powerball Plus. And that is for a total of 103 million rand in guaranteed jackpots today. Stand a chance to win big because why not? All you have to do is play now.
All you got to do is play now. We're going to keep playing because we've got about like a good couple minutes, just less than an hour to get through. But it's not getting through, it's looking forward to it because it's so much. We've got food coming our way and a whole lot of entertainment. But officially for now, we're going to do something that's been inspired. Well, we've been inspired by Tamara and a sign-off. So you want to attempt this one?
I'm going to go for it.
All right.
For Expresso, before we come back from the ad break, I am Curity Cupido.
I am Ryle the Morning. See you after this.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
Now, your body is always talking, but the question is, are you listening? Now, more than 3 million South Africans are living with pre-diabetes or diabetes, many unknowing. And insulin resistance often hides in plain sight, but it doesn't have to define your whole story. Now, with simple lifestyle changes, you can take back control of your health, one step, one plate, and one choice at a time, which is exactly why we brought Amanda Weber, a registered dietitian, who joins us on our couch to unpack the power of nutrition and movement in reclaiming your well-being. Welcome. Thank you so much, Amanda, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I love the fact that we're talking about reclaiming, because that means that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's get into talking a little bit more about the key ways nutrition and the right nutrition can actually help your body respond better to insulin and then maybe even reduce resistance over time.
Absolutely. So if we take a step back, I always say know your enemies. So what we need to understand is that the food industry, and specifically the fast food industry, have got this manipulative power over us. So just to give you an idea, if we look at most fast food franchises, you will see they use the colors red and yellow all the time.
Right.
And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So we know that red stimulates the speed of what we eat. So we eat much quicker in a kind of red predominant environment. And yellow makes us impulsive. It makes us choose that extra portion of French fries and choose that ice cream. So just by understanding how they work and how they manipulate us is invaluable. We know that the food industry in general add lots of sugar, lots of fat, lots of salt, and a huge amount of preservatives to our food. So the bottom line is we have to go back to basics. We have to prepare delicious meals at home to understand what we put in the food and make healthy choices so much easier.
Yeah, that's definitely some sound advice. I think just cooking with our hands so we know what goes in and we know what goes out is a perfect way to begin. But let's talk about the big C word, carbs. Now, many people, when they see carbs, hear carbs, they get a little bit intimidated because they say, is this good for me or not? So can you maybe debunk some things around carbs, especially when it comes to, you know, just a balanced diet? Yes. Can they actually enjoy that without feeling deprived?
Yes.
Okay.
We need carbs. So we have to just find a balance. So remove some of the things that we know we shouldn't eat often. Often the problem is we just eat them too often. Croissants and cakes and pastries, which should be
in one sitting.
Exactly. Which should be a treat food, now becomes a habit. So remove the ones that we know really puts a lot of pressure on the pancreas. On the other side of the coin, introduce things that we know is so valuable for us. So the Mediterranean eating plan has always been proven to be so anti-inflammatory, to be so beneficial, and it's doable. So we find that just reducing the red meat and introducing more fish and lots more vegetables. To give you an idea, we need to eat 5 to 6 cups of vegetables a day.
We definitely don't meet that quota.
We don't. So it's easy things that just being aware and altering your shopping list and making sure you do eat those things is invaluable.
All right, Amanda, let's get down to it, when it comes to movement in particular, I've got to ask you, what kind of exercises really do help us burn body fat and improve insulin sensitivity, and does intensity matter?
Exercise is vital, as you said. So we know that exercise plays such an important role in many bodily functions. Exercise for me, it's not the intensity, it's the consistency. I would love people to do something every day of the week, or at least 5 times a week for half an hour. What we often see is that people overestimate what they do, and we underestimate what we eat. And that becomes a problem, because we actually think, we vacuumed the house and we kind of took the dog for a stroll, but it really isn't enough. And what we also find is with older people, we find, they call it sarcopenia, and that is muscle loss. And we find that the muscle loss is often associated with the reduced cognitive function. So it is right through your life so important to combat insulin resistance, to maintain body weight, and then obviously as we get older also to maintain the mind.
So how about for somebody that's just literally starting out? What are some small but impactful and powerful ways that they can make a difference?
So I always say start easy. So meat-free Mondays works really well, because we're forced to eat more vegetables then. Fishy Fridays, that could also work. And then really understanding what else we need to do to be healthy. So stress is something we have to acknowledge and address. Like I said, the food, the choices, the preparation of the food. Sleeping is really important, as poor sleeping habits leads to cortisol drive that we also do not want. And supplements, for example, anticoagulin that we know is so good because it optimizes blood glucose levels and combats insulin resistance, and it has become invaluable for me treating patients.
Incredible. I love that you said meat-free Monday, fishy Fridays. I even do a Sunday reset or a Sunday preparation for the week.
So true, because then you start your week well.
This is what I'm saying, and how you start is how you're going to end off strong as well.
Exactly.
Thank you, Amanda, for this incredible knowledge that you've given us today. I'm pretty sure people feel so inspired right now.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
It really is inspiring to know that small, consistent changes in both movement and nutrition can help support your body and improve insulin resistance. If you are concerned about your risk, please speak to a healthcare provider. And for more insight, of course, you can go ahead and visit mnilifestyle.co.za, because the journey to better health begins with understanding.
Yeah, let's bring that health journey to the kitchen and make something delicious. Now, we're talking about something crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and coated in a sticky honey garlic glaze. Now, this is an air fried chicken. It is a winning dish for the entire family. It's quick, delicious, and it's healthier than your usual deep fried favorite. And I'm just so grateful that after all these years of asking, and literally years, almost decades, finally I've been invited to a meal with Anwar and Mark Lottering. Thank you so much. It has finally arrived. And you said to me, I must make sure that this is a proper experience. So this would be like coming to your home, right?
Yes.
This is what I would
Yes, you have a very active imagination. I love the way you make that your reality. What were you going to say?
Chicken breast is my forte, so I'm a happy chappy, you know?
Ah,
So I'm
okay.
here to get all the tips now.
No, but I don't say his forte. I don't want nothing done to anything. I don't say wants it as natural as possible. I'm not allowed to add liquor
One
things.
has to maintain.
Okay.
This
explains the point.
But today we're going to do things for normal people, Anwar.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to take you live a little and celebrate, because obviously the book is out. It's reached #1. You're doing incredible things. So let's make this occasion.
let's do
Okay.
it.
So Mark, you're going to handle step 1, and I believe Anwar's going to be finishing things off. So talk to us about what's going on here.
Yes. So, dear viewers, what I usually do. We're going to take the chicken breast and we're going to add this, which I'll do right now. Whisk the egg and then coat it in it. I'm going to ask you to whisk.
Okay, cool.
So to show people how to whisk, I'm actually going to do something that I was not told to do around this. So I'm going to whisk the egg.
Okay.
Here we go.
I will do this and I wash my hands. Dear viewers.
Thank you.
Yes. Very important to do that.
There we go.
And
what Anwar, I would imagine, is doing is basting or kind of like working the egg through. So that's going to be like the glue that allows the, well, we'd be calling it crunchiness to kind of like join the...
Is that what it is?
Well, that's what I'm
what we were told to do. Okay,
so this is your recipe.
I know I said that I love anything with chicken, and I really do.
Okay.
If you give me chicken, yeah, then you will have my slippers under your bed on a regular basis. I'm a simple boy.
And what there you did? You went on one knee with the chicken breast.
Hey, he's winner.
You a spicy kind of guy? Would you like lemon and herby?
I'm spicy.
I'm lemon and herby.
Yeah.
So how do you find a happy balance? You go spicy lemon.
I cook on weeknights, and Mark can have the kitchen on a weekend. You know, you can
and when Anwar cooks very bad, the Anwar descends upon the kitchen. So this whole thing, I go out, even the dog looks at me.
It's like,
I know my dog is from the Dorens. Even that is too much for my Dorens dog.
What can
My bro was goeie in die kopbuis. So and whereas when I cook, it's very I'm fantastic. Everything that I do.
Not single mess in the kitchen.
Oh,
I'm all in. I'm passionate. I'm that guy.
I think that's enough.
Who does the cleaning up duties then when it comes to all these messes?
I'd love to hear this response.
Mark finds it therapeutic to do the dishes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I lean to it.
One day after my second tequila years ago, I said, I find it so therapeutic to clean the kitchen. He has remembered that.
How is that to you?
So he said, for your therapy, I'm now going to leave.
I have his emotional well-being at home.
So thoughtful. Listen,
Is this the right way around?
that's absolutely perfect. I think you're nailing this. You're cooking the chicken right now.
And then I do this.
Yes, and we're going to get a crispy topping on it.
So
what you do is you actually throw the base. So straight on top, just like that. Why not?
Okay, yeah.
Created a nice
that.
Yeah.
And then flip the thing around.
You have to be all posh now, Mark.
Showing off here. I don't want to talk about you because I know you were poking fun at the fact that you eat clean, but you do, man. You look incredible. And I mean, we've got something that we're going to kind of showcase online right now. But look at this show off over here.
Oh my
Doing strict toast to bar. Strict toast to bar. This is incorporating the essence of a real strong course. So clearly, you're not just a pretty face and a good-looking body.
When the world ends all of this, the bodies won't matter. Guys, you leave all of this behind you. Both of you know that.
What's going to matter the most? Well, while we live... Talk to me about this, because obviously I would imagine making food in the week, you're keeping it a little bit clean.
Yeah, because, you know, mental health is very important for me. And that's a great... it's a great avenue to live holistically.
I think fueling correctly is going to help with the mental aspect.
Absolutely. My broccoli, my kale, and spinach, and my veggies always there. Quinoa, that's my
very interesting to hear you say that. What tells me, it's just that I just get and I'm running again and go, look lekker for Instagram. He says, no, it is mental health.
If you say the lights are coming and the health is good. Does this mean that when we're doing all these incredible superfoods, which I absolutely love, broccoli, you mentioned kale, etc., does this mean that you're eating it as well? Or you
I eat it as well, but I make it sexy.
Oh,
like last night, I took, what is that called? What's the white stuff? Cauliflower?
Cauliflower, yeah.
Cauliflower. Yeah. I put the whole thing like that, no? And I chopped it up, and then I boiled it for a little bit, and then put it in the pan, a little bit of olive oil, threw a little bit of spice over that. So it's not just cauliflower. It's cauliflower with like a... Yeah. I make things sexy. Okay. And I like to believe that your life is about to end, so everything that you do, it's going to be as though it's your last meal, like I told you earlier before.
That lottering pizzazz.
Yeah, now who wants to go to heaven just having eaten plain cauliflower? Even when you get there, they're going to go, shame. You look a bit hungry.
You look starved. You're not treated
so look what I've done.
Okay, so back to the recipe. Yes, we are actually making food here. This looks incredible. So we've crisped it, we've actually basted the chicken, we've got the crisp on, and then that goes in the air fryer at about 180 degrees.
Okay.
Looking at about 10 minutes or so. Mark,
what about the spicy? No?
I did that.
Let's talk about it here.
Stick to books. Let's
pretend that now we've finished that step, Mark. You've done a perfect... Oh, that's cool. You can just
awkward.
stand here.
I have to say, I have to say, air fryers are the bomb, eh? We only got one this year, and we've never looked back.
How
we hardly use the oven.
Yeah, the oven after a sold-out show.
And for clean eating as well, eh?
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to use oil. And just talk us through, because there was another step that you were supposed to take us through.
What was that?
I'm not supposed to finish the chicken. So, guys, essentially, after the chicken came out the fridge, I know we're supposed to put this incredible mixture together, and that's what we're going to crisp. But don't worry, that was after your chicken came out the air fryer. But don't worry, we've prepared this all in advance. We've got you covered. You guys can do the following. Scan the QR code on the screen right now. You'll see all the steps in this recipe, how we put it together, and that'll inspire you. What we have over there is the final dish, though, and that's what you did.
Amazing.
Thank you guys so much. So beyond the meals, it's just important to have you here, having good conversations and seeing an incredible relationship come to fruition. So thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to build the end of this one. I'm going to invite you guys to not go anywhere. Stick around after the break. We've got more inspiration coming your way, and it's all the Friday energy that you deserve. That's right. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome to it if you've just switched on over. This is Expresso on S3, and we want you to get ready for takeoff right now because the World Sports Betting Cash Out game is back this week. The lucky winner is on board, but can they cash out in time before their winnings disappear into thin air? Well, it's definitely time to find out. And this week, we asked you to answer the question on our competition. Are you more of a calculated risk taker or a go with your gut kind of person? We got many responses, but this one from Michaela Jassen, who commented, I'm 100% a go with my gut kind of person. Life's too short to overthink every move, whether it's picking a team or cashing out at the perfect moment. I just trust my instincts to lead the way. So let's roll the dice using that qualifying hashtag World Sports Betting. Now that comment definitely got our attention. And yes, let's roll the dice right now because we have Michaela on the line who will hopefully win big with us. Gorgeous, gorgeous Michaela, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning, good morning. I'm so nervous and excited.
I'm so glad. That's the perfect mix of emotion right now. But let's not let the nerves get in front of you, okay? In just a moment, you could be flying off with anything from 1,000 Rand to a sky-high 10,000 Rand. Now, all you need to do, Michaela, is shout cash out before the plane takes off to lock in your prize and then, of course, land and win. So don't take too long. The video is very short, so make sure you shout cash out in that short period of time, okay? So are you ready?
All right. Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to put it on the board, and in 3, 2, 1. Michaela, go!
Cash out.
440, not bad, Michaela. That's incredible. It is better than nothing. You can definitely walk away and have a little something on you this weekend. So tell me, how does it feel to be a winner?
I'm so nervous. I can't believe it, but I'm happy.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And what do you plan to do with your winnings? A bit of pocket money?
Maybe just treat myself to some nice things.
Nice. I love that for you, Michaela. You definitely deserve it. I just know for a fact that you serve so many other people and you also deserve to do something nice and treat yourself. So congratulations to you once again, all right? Have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Bye.
That was a bit of an adrenaline rush, wasn't it? Now, listen, if you would like to play World Sports Betting Cash Out game next Friday, please make sure that you tune into Expresso on Monday for next week's competition question. We definitely are crossing fingers for you. And in the interim, let's get crazy.
Yeah, we're getting crazy, and I brought some friends along with me as well. This is where fun is about to be had, and maybe some inspiration for the weekend too, Mzansi. So let's step into it, and I'm going to invite you to step into the ultimate play zone. And this is with our top toy picks from the Crazy Store. And we've transformed the studio into a world where fun comes alive. I think it's time for the Crazy Store toy takeover. So how it's going to work, we've got 3 of these incredible kids over here. They're going to be going through some challenges and playing with a lot of these toys. And we've got Tando, we've got Luca, and we've got Emerson out here. So are you guys ready to have some fun? Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's do this. So let's play our first game. Yes, Emerson, you have a question?
I'm not Emerson, I'm Luca.
Say again?
I'm Luca.
What do you mean by that?
I say
That? Yes, sorry, you, Luca. Oh, I'm so sorry, Luca. And then Emerson.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I got that incorrect. I apologize. Thank you for updating me. Nice stuff. Okay, there we go. And then we got Tando. You're still Tando, right? You haven't changed your name. Okay.
Tando.
Utando. Okay, Utando is here. We've officially settled that, so let's settle this game and figure out who's going to be a master. Our first one's going to be quite interesting, all right? We're going to start playing with a 4-tier rolling tower, and that's this thing over here. So the real challenge is we're going to start by disassembling this, all right? So, Luca and Emerson, you guys are going to grab that. Emerson, that's for you. Luca, this one's for you. And then Tando, over there, you've got your tower. So I have just disassembled this, and you guys can see how it goes together, right? You saw that. Were you paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay, now the challenge is, can you put this tower back together and then take your ball, drop it all the way until it reaches the bottom? The first one to do that gets 3 points in the bag. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, building those towers first. Let's see if we can stack it together. Oh, everybody's in the lead. We're in the 4th tier. Drops the ball. Is it going to be Tando? Whose ball's going to go first? Is it going to be... Oh, it looks like Emerson has taken this one.
No.
Oh, the ball didn't roll. You just got to push it a little bit, Luca. There we go. Oh, okay. So everybody got the ball down. Well done, guys. I think everybody deserves some points there. Tando, beautiful stuff. We've got our official winner for this round, but we've got to keep going, all right? So, you ready for the next game, guys?
Yes.
Well done, by the way. That was really cool. Next one on Station 2, we're going to play some netball. We've got some soccer balls. We've got a whole lot of things. I think we should start off with the aeroplanes, though. All right, so let's do something fun. I want each of you to grab an aeroplane. We've got a green one. Ooh, we've got an orange one over there. Red and green. Okay, let's stand a little bit further out the way, and I want to see who can get this the furthest. So let's maybe stand about here. Okay, I'll make a little imaginary line for you guys. This is our imaginary line. Shoom, over there. You're not allowed to step over that. Now, on 3, I want all of you to throw your planes and see how far you can get it across the studio. If it hits the wall, even better. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, throw it! Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna see who's got the furthest one. So we've got orange in 3rd, and then we've got the blue one. It just looks like it's a behind. So who's the red airplane? Tando's our winner! All right, thank you so much, Luca. Grab those airplanes. Let's carry on. Have you guys ever tapped a soccer ball before? Have you ever done like soccer skills?
No,
You want to see who can do the most taps in a row? I think we should do that. We got 3 balls here. We got 1. Look at that's yours. Emerson, you have a soccer ball for yourself? Ah, okay, cool. Let's get some space over here, guys. Let's get this little space here. Luca, come over here. And in the next 3 seconds, we're going to see who can tap the ball the most, okay? Are you guys ready? So you know how it goes, Tando? You want to kick it up like this and try to keep it in the air. What's up, Luca?
I know how to get it up. I don't know how to get it up too.
Well, I know you do, but try use your feet instead of your hands, okay? That's the real challenge. Let me show you guys a little idea of what I was thinking about. Pass that ball here. Okay, nice. So I'm going to use one ball, and you want to try to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 in a row. Whoa! Okay, Tando, you want to try it out? Even if you just get 1, that's a win. Okay, you guys ready?
Dad, I kicked too hard.
That's okay. I know, because you're so powerful, Tando. Yeah, hold back on your power there. Just little kicks. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Ah, okay. So let's call this. I think Tando got the biggest kick. You got the most accurate kick, Luca. Emerson, you got 2 taps in there. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. You got a winner here. Okay, guys, let's get back in here. We got more games to play. We got a lot to talk about. We've just done the planes. We've just done the balls. Let's see what's next, because we've got lots of options. How's about playing a challenge where we go doctor? Have you played that before?
I know.
You know that one? Okay, I've got a cool game for us, all right? So we've got some cool prams here and dolls. So let's get our patients over here. So, Tando, help me out. So let's get our patients just over here. Okay, that's where our patients are. Now the rest of you, sorry, Luca, come over here. The rest of you need to grab your medical kits. So I've got some cool stuff over here. Check this out. Hey, Luca, get in here, man. Stop having so much fun. Okay, so who wants to be the doctor?
I want to be the doctor.
Okay, Tando, you want to be a doctor? Luca, you want to be a doctor as well? Emerson, you want to join us? So I need you guys to help out our patients that are in the pram over there. They're looking like they need some assistance. Maybe you guys can check their heart rate. Maybe you guys can do some tests. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah.
All right, so let's use some of these tools. We've got a stethoscope over here. You can pop that in your arm. Okay, you wanna grab that one? You want to use these glasses, and you can maybe take a sharper look. And then maybe we're gonna give them some medication. Want to try that out? All right. So you guys, to attend to our patients over there, go keep them alive. We need you guys to put your work in. Keep them alive. Let's go. All right. Clearly, Mzansi, there's a lot going on here, and I'm feeling like a big dad taking the kids out, and it's such a joy because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And I think this is what the reason is about this. Inspiring you to make moments and incredible moments that your kids are going to remember too. And our teams gave it their all. As you can see, they're still having a lot of fun, but the fun doesn't stop here with magical dolls. We've got roaring dinos and more. The crazy store is packed with toys that turn every day into a challenge worth playing. So I want you to go check it out. Start your own toy takeover adventure and have fun with it, because clearly, just like me, I forgot I was even working. I'm like a big kid, and I'm going to go play along. Enjoy, guys. All right, how are we doing here? Yeah? What's happening? Oh, he's looking strong. Nice, Tando.
It's a high fever, and I gave him some medicine.
Come in with a little, leave with a lot. The Crazy Store has a whole range of stuff bound to surprise and delight the whole family.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
All right, welcome back this morning. We are joined by a dynamic group that truly is redefining youth dance right here in Mzansi. Now, Girls Unite, the all-girl crew from Out of Africa Dance Academy, who has quickly risen through the ranks, bringing home national titles and also turning heads with their street-style swagger. Am I allowed to say that? Am I too old? I don't know. An undeniable talent. Now, they've already proven that when passion meets purpose, magic truly happens. So let's meet these young, beautiful dancers behind this powerful movement. Welcome, girls. It's so good to have you. So please, let me get this right once again. Aaliyah.
Yes.
Madison. Olivia. Yes. Okay, my brain is still working. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for joining us. Aaliyah, I want to start with you and just talk about the girl group that you are part of and also the tight-knit and close-knit community. What is that like for you? And also, how does it allow you to just be your best self and your full self?
I would say it's quite challenging to actually be in a community like this because of the violence that's taking place. But us as young teenagers, we're not always able to express ourselves the way that we would like to. But dance is the one thing that gets us away from all of that. We were able to express ourselves and also inspire other young teenage girls to also pursue their dreams in dance.
That's beautiful. And do you get those stories where you're dancing and somebody sees you and they come to you and go, how do I also be part of this? Have you had that before? And then do they join you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, let's get into you, Olivia, because somebody told me that you've been dancing from the age of 5, which is so crazy. And now you're in your tween years. So what has that journey been like for you?
Well, I started at the age of 5 and dancing has become a big part of my life now. It helps me clear my head when I'm stressed and it also makes me feel happy and confident. Plus, being in a crew, it has given me friends who inspire me every day.
Sure. That is beautiful. She's talking about you guys, eh? Just so you know that. It is you. You're inspiring. You guys are inspiring me as well. And I feel like I have to say a huge congratulations to you for winning the Grand Slam. I mean, what a moment in time. I'm telling you now, that was a core memory. You're never going to forget it. But Madison, let me find out from you what this victory means to you.
It definitely meant a lot to all of us because of the time and effort we put into the choreography and formations. And I think on the stage, you're very nervous, but when we started dancing and I felt all of their energy, it made me want to dance better. But when we won, we definitely were just smiling and we sighed of relief because we finally won and our effort was
rewarded.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, how do you guys even balance school and life? Like, how does this happen? You're doing so well in every single space. I mean, what are you doing, Aaliyah?
I would say we kind of all we're going through the same thing so we can fall on the other people that's in our crew so we can work together and also, you know, do well in life actually.
So do you all sit down and do your homework together and then all of a sudden you're dancing, you're dancing. Do you ever find yourself doing that?
It's mainly only dance.
It's mainly dance. I like it. Let the main thing be the main thing. All right, Olivia, October is around the corner, and we know what that means. Girls Unite are repping Cape Town in the best way at the Street Dance National Competition. So what is the process leading up to that? Are you excited? What goes into it?
I'm really excited for nationals, also to dance on a big stage and have fun with my crew on the stage, and to also see all the other dancers who have worked hard and are ready to express themselves in dance. And of course, also to win the trophy.
Yes, I was hoping you were going to end on a strong note because we want you guys back on this couch, okay? And then you're going to be excited with the trophy and show us all the good things about it. So I know there are other young girls watching right now, maybe even your classmates, your schoolmates, your dance mates that just want to be encouraged a bit for their own journeys. So what would you say to them? Madison, maybe you can leave them with some beautiful words of wisdom.
I would say don't be scared to dance if that is what you want to do and be confident when you dance so that you can win and you can become on Expresso if you do win.
Come on, you'll be on national TV talking to the whole of South Africa about all of your incredible achievements, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause right now. You are doing so incredibly well and you're so young. You have your whole lives ahead of you. And I'm so excited to also go along with you on this journey, all right? Yes, girls are uniting and our hearts are beating to the sound of dance. In just a bit, of course, we'll dive a little bit deeper into this. But for now, we'll keep on supporting the girlies.
Oh man, inspiration on a Friday. It has absolutely been perfect. And we got one more dose of inspiration because we've got new flavors to talk about. And especially if you're craving big flavor without the fuss. Well, listen, you've come to the right place because Woolies has you covered. And they've got a quick and tasty food truck inspired meal, or meals at that will be ready in just 10 minutes. So whether you're hitting the books, binging on SABC Plus, gaming with friends, or fighting off midnight cravings, I think these convenient Woolworths snacks bring flavor from the store to your couch. And we have product developer Tulisa Martins in the building. And she's here to tell us more about these stress-free meals that I am so excited about. Tulisa, how are you doing this morning? You look radiating and ready.
Thank
you.
You
good?
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about these meals today.
And I love that you've done this. Just when I thought there's nothing more that Woolies can do when it comes to inspiring us with meals, you go and do this. And it's a no-brainer. Food truck inspiration. Where was the inspiration for this? Was it just food trucks in general?
When I can tell you, food trucks for me is all about flavor on wheels. So this is basically meals that you can have at home on your couch that you can just enjoy without the fuss of making them. Yum. And they are punchy with flavor. We've done some beautiful texture layering on them. And yeah, now you can actually have that food truck experience at home without actually having to leave your home.
My word. So you've packaged the entire experience for us. And just when you mentioned those few words, I saw Tamara out there looking at some of this and going, I could see her salivating. So I'm going to invite her in here because I can't be tasting this all on my own. Tamara, are you a fan of the food truck style foods in general?
Definitely. Also, I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you've come at the perfect time. So Lisa, can you take us through some of these flavor profiles? And then maybe tomorrow you can choose whatever your heart desires.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, so Lisa, what are we looking at? What are the options here?
So the first one that I'm going to talk to you about is this Indian-style chicken nachos.
Wow.
This is a take on a deconstructed samosa. So if you love samosas, we've taken, so it's proper bites, chopped up with our iconic chicken samosa filling, and then it's got a beautiful, it comes with a beautiful drizzle on. And as you can see, most of these have either drizzle or a salsa, and this is a sour cream drizzle, and it's my absolute favorite. All you have to do is pop it in the air fryer, and it is ready for you. You drizzle your drizzle on top.
This is naughty, eh? It's nice.
I know, it's one of my favorites. They're actually all my favorites.
And you wouldn't think that Indian food or that sort of nuance of Indian flavor would pair so well with this, but it's perfect.
It is absolutely delicious.
All right,
Imagine sitting on the couch. This one, for those who love Asian food,
someone's got their hand up.
Me, definitely, without a doubt.
Okay.
Okay. So this is crave-worthy chicken wings, I call them.
Okay.
These are Korean deep-fried wings. They come with a sushi rice ball, so just to get some crunch on the rice ball, and they also come with this beautiful slaw, and the mayo on there is kimchi. There's also kimchi in the rice bowl as well. They are absolutely delicious, crispy. Again, the air fryer. They are oven friendly, but I mean, who has time to switch on that oven?
No. We only got time to indulge.
I have 5 minutes to indulge. While you're tasting that one, I'm going to take you through the peri-peri chicken wings.
Yes, please, yeah.
These wings, so it's that whole take on chicken wings and chips, really. So it comes with the chips, and it is a peri-peri sauce, bone-in chicken wings. If you'll see now in our range, we're really trying to bring in bone-in. That's where the flavor is, right? So these are peri-peri chicken wings for those that like something spicy.
Little spicy, yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
And then the next one is a Mexican-style loaded sweet potato. This is a vegetarian with milk. These sweet potatoes went to private school.
Let me pop this over there, because I am going to try this.
So these are Mexican-inspired sweet potatoes, roasted sweet potato with a corn and bean Mexican mix, and they're loaded with cheese. Who doesn't love melted cheddar cheese with mozzarella cheese? And then it comes with a beautiful tomato and onion salsa.
Yes.
And that just gives you a bit of freshness to it.
Love
And lastly, my mom, this is my mom.
Yes.
My mom would eat this. This is pap and vlees in an air fryer meal. This is pesto, which is a sauce, a relish, tomato and onion relish that I grew up with. Some call it a small These are pop balls. So this is pop that is coated in a crispy ciabatta
Get
crumb.
out of here, are you
That
serious?
gives it that texture. And then you get short rib that is beautifully coated in shisanyama seasoning. I mean, you've seen our beautiful shisanyama meats out there. And this is, yeah, our customer's favorite, just done in an air fryer meal. And these are meals, not snacks. So if you eat the whole thing, it actually fills you up.
So this is going to literally sort you out, and the options are incredible. I've tried to take a little taste of everything, and it's like I'm being transported all over the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have a favorite yet tomorrow? Yo, I can't decide.
I think I'm going to go over here.
Asian?
Oh, my goodness, yes. That is the yummiest. This is surprisingly good, though. I'm loving the flavors.
It's some Zanzi flavor. We're celebrating our own delicious flavors.
Local is liquor.
And clearly you've done something incredible, Tulisa, because Mark and Anwar were on their way home in the car and smelled something, and they were like, hang on, we need to get back in the kitchen.
Come on in.
Get in here. Get in here.
Hello.
I'm in love with Asian as well. So can I start there?
Yes, just mind we did buy 2 of these pieces of chicken, so just make sure you don't take the old one, but there you go.
That's really
Anwar, what would you like to choose? You've got options here.
That dish.
Ooh, the chicken wings. So
Okay,
that's the peri-peri
spicy.
chicken wings and chips. Remember that chicken still has the bone, so it's got all the flavor that Tulisa
Living
said,
on the
right?
edge.
It's on the edge.
So, Tulisa, you're obviously still ensuring that there's still flavor packed in this. It tastes like it was freshly made. How are you ensuring the quality gets ticked?
It's all freshly made. It's made in a big kitchen, really, if you think about it. It's small batches. And you were saying, you were asking?
Yeah, just in terms of the quality, how are you ensuring that you still get the quality and the flavor?
Yeah, we make sure from a cold chain point of view that we keep that cold chain. We make sure that, you know, we use good suppliers to really get these products on as you would make it at home. But you can just imagine how long it would take you to...
To
do this.
Exactly. You're saving us not just time, days, because some of these things you've got to prep in advance and there's different pots, so clean-up duties easier, preparation's easier. It's giving me more time to enjoy my experience.
Best
Look at these guys. Look at them.
And also
they're loving life.
Don't do that.
Look how happy you make them.
I love that. That is one of my favorites. The actual, I love all of them. All of them. And you can actually do like a little theme every night with your partner or alone, with your cat, with your...
Listen, I'm going to be getting points on my night to cook.
Points,
I'm telling you. Also with the little one, sometimes it's just so difficult to find the time to cook. But this you can pop in, ready in a few minutes. And I'm going to be getting points. Yes, please.
Yes. I have to tell you, the fact that it's air fry friendly, wow, that's a revelation to me. But hey, I'm there.
So clearly your work here is done, Tulisa. You've done incredibly well. Thank you for sharing this and creating this for us so we can celebrate. I'm not going to ask you guys on a favorite because I think you'll choose every single one of them. But for now, though, everything from study snacks to midnight bites, the new Woolworths food truck meals bring bold flavor and clearly unbeatable convenience to your air fryer. And in just 10 minutes. So what do you want to do? You want to shop these meals at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and of course on the app. I mean, look at these faces. Look how happy they are. We got a winner here. Nice.
It's my feel-good show.
Oh, man, after that experience, hey? Wow. Sorry, guys. The food was so good. I had every single piece and I absolutely loved this. Apologies for losing my teeth and mouth. Wow.
You did not leave anything for the rest of us, all I'm saying. So that tells you how good it is. And listen, you can buy a world's worth of all of Woolies food right now because we don't want you to miss out on playing Powerball and Powerball Plus. It's going to be a life-changing 103 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots. It all happens this Friday. So what are you waiting for?
Yeah, Mzansi, come on. You got to play Powerball for a guaranteed 50 million and Powerball Plus for a guaranteed 53 million rand. All happening today. And here's how you do it. You want to buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash and follow the USSDs.
I love to see it, man. Now, we posted all the details on our Expresso social media pages. Please go and check them out. And then play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 103 million rand. And that is the total guaranteed jackpot today. So stand a chance to win big. But now, though, I do want to win big by celebrating with our champions. So here they are, right for you, fresh of the competition, to your Expresso stage.
Yo!
Feel Good production.